Hey everyone, welcome to episode 71 of the Unity Gaming Podcast. It is Wednesday, June 26th. The 6th fucks
It's
me up
always
every time.
Wednesday.
I
It's
know.
always
It's-
Wednesday.
I was buying time so I could understand that it's not the 26th month of 2013.
What currency did you use?
Canadian pesos.
Wow.
I'm
I'm
Dan.
Riccio.
Oh God, I was gonna.
I'm Somppi.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Kumar.
Welcome everybody.
How's everybody doing this week?
Good. You're in.
Devin is fucking out.
You're in for a treat.
What's
Devin
that
is
treat?
peacing out. Can you handle it?
I fucking hate your puns.
Oh, Jesus. Wash out. So you've got
Come back and just
room
slap you.
to improve. I don't know. What have you guys been playing this week?
I have only been playing 3 things on the PlayStation.
Okay.
Rayman Origins,
Okay.
which is actually a
Fantastic
fucking
game.
fantastic platformer. I can't believe I hadn't sunk time into that before.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed Liberation,
Okay.
which I was enjoying thoroughly because they patched all the like technical issues out of that game,
Okay.
except for a tilt sensor part at the end
Oh.
of the 4th chapter, and that was the most garbage thing I've played all year.
Wait, but Dan, when you say that they patched out a bunch of the like technical shit, was it was
it was
frame rate?
frame rate, it was sound
Okay.
stuff, it was like bad like skippiness, like a lot of that is fixed.
Okay.
Like it's a much better performing game and it feels more like a console Assassin's Creed experience.
How big was
However,
that patch?
It wasn't actually that big.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
But God, that tilt puzzle just I
It-
feel like I never want to play that game
I think
again.
my favorite part about that tilt puzzle was watching you try and do it and have you kind of tilt the said puzzle towards you and have it like roll to the left and you're just like that's not where gravity goes.
That was the funniest thing to walk in on was Dan angry at that puzzle. Just kind of like getting really angry at it, putting it down, being like, no, I'm going to beat this shit. And like getting angry at it again.
What are we talking
Good.
about here?
The tilt puzzle.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you
I
think?
don't know. Getting angry at it, beating this shit. I don't. Pies.
And then that tilt puzzle, when I finally beat it, was followed by a extremely glitchy, like, run out of a falling down underground cavern. And then that was followed by a really weird, out of nowhere story twist.
Okay.
Plot twist.
But it's
Yeah, I don't want to spoil the twist
Oh,
on the
okay.
podcast. I already told you guys what it was.
good. Oh yeah, that was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I almost bought that game actually. when it-
Literally out of nowhere is
Yeah.
where that twist comes from.
I just have no interest in playing that game.
I almost bought that game when it was $13. Was it last week? But
Game
Yes,
was on
that's
sale,
right.
right? A little while back.
yeah, exactly.
It was like a week or two ago.
Yeah. But yeah, it was $13.50 or $13.60 or something.
13.22.
22. There you go. And
I know because that's exactly what I bought Rayman Origins for when it went on sale a while back.
Oh, really?
But
Good price.
Yeah, that is a good price.
I almost bought it in one of my like super late night binges of like, maybe that's cool. But then I did some kind of research and heard it was still kind of glitchy and all that. So I sort of passed on it.
It seems instead of just being like an overall unstable game, it seems to have glitchy parts
Okay.
now.
Yeah, it's a whole lot better than just being broken.
Yeah.
Through-
Yeah,
through.
when I got it pretty close to its release because it was one of the things that I was like kind of excited to have a Vita for.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought it for like $30 when it was on like just a temporary price discount type thing. Like it was what, for like 3 or 4 weeks. It was $29 instead of $39.
Okay.
Now I think it's $29 all the time,
Yeah.
and then it goes on sale cheaper than that. But it was a buggy, broken mess.
Jeez.
Like first month that it was out.
You're enjoying it now though that they've fixed it up a little bit.
Yep, absolutely. Except for that just fucking part I just played. The like fucking shitty tilt sensor part followed and preceded by one of those weird like hold the letter up to a bright light source
those
and
are
like
pretty silly.
let it shine through and
Oh, no.
then the weird story twist.
Oh, like the Uncharted business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uncharted did it okay because you'd actually kind of like drag it around on the light and like expose the different parts.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what I was supposed to do. I just once again put
Yeah.
my phone's flashlight on and just stared directly at it and I was like,
Problem solved.
Well, yeah, you
That's
probably just
actually
100%
exactly what I did
it
too, Riccio.
immediately. Yeah. But this is just kind of like
it was
flick the Vita around until it judges that you've had a bright enough surface, and then you can leave the bright surface and just spin this thing on the screen till it locks in place, and then you're good.
in Uncharted. It was a pizza cake.
Why did you say
Somebody
that?
wanted me to say pizza in the chat, so I was trying to say piece of cake. It's pizza cake.
It was terrible.
The explanation was what ruined it. I'm sweating.
We are all sweating.
Yeah, it's not like an uncomfortable amount.
It's
of,
only like 32
hydration.
degrees in my house right now. Only.
That's comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great
Kumar,
way.
you shut the fuck up. You
It's
don't
a
know how it is.
Great
here.
way to sit down comfortably and just like sweat out pounds.
Nice.
Your dick.
And
Not
the,
from your dick.
the third thing I've been playing on the PlayStation Vita
Yeah.
is the brand new release of Hotline Miami.
Ooh.
I asked you this before. It doesn't change the story at all. It's
No,
No.
it's identical to
just
its
a,
PC
just a
counterpart.
straight up port.
Apparently, when you beat it, although
Bless you.
well, bless you, Dan. Apparently, when you beat it, which apparently I finished the Vita one. Kumar, I think you did as well.
Yeah.
I think you were supposed to unlock different like sort of overlays, like having the game in black and white, except for the blood being red or the people being red.
That's it's one of the masks actually.
It's one of the masks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I think they added 4 new masks. I think
Well,
that's the
okay.
only new content.
because I beat it
They
and I
only
was like,
added
where does
one
it?
actually. I think from what I know, they've
I
only
thought
added
it was
one.
4. I thought it was 4. I saw.
Unless I'm
recall the
totally-
number 4 somewhere.
I was just gonna say unless I like missed out because I didn't know what all of the masks were in the original release, so I could very well just be mixing it up.
Yeah. Well, I think the only one that's meant to be like filter changing is that one that changes it to black
Yeah.
and white.
That seems really
Russell
cool. I want to try that.
Maybe I'll pick it up. I don't know.
It's $9.99.
It's only $10 and you get it.
on
It's
PS3.
cross buys.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. How
Plays
big is
really
it?
well too.
Yeah, it plays really well on the Vita. My only
300
complaint,
megs or something.
Oh, okay.
my only complaint is because the analog sticks are kind of small. Using the right analog stick to sort of aim and twin stick shoot is sort of hard to be really precise with it. So what you can do is you can actually tap on the screen to kind of lock on and target people. So I ended up playing most of the game doing that, running around, sort of using my like index,
Wow.
clawing and like tapping on the screen and kind of.
I did not know that until this very moment.
Really? Oh man,
I did
feel
not
bad.
know you could lock onto
Because
people.
hitting square, which auto locks on, which I figured would be smart and would auto lock on to the nearest person, is totally a lie. It'll like pick people like just fucking
Oh,
in
really?
like another room across a wall. You're like,
Well, it unlocks them like closest on like a flat plane. It doesn't lock onto them like closest in like he's through this door.
Guys, I just want to comment here. It's funny because on the Vita you see like you get activity updates, right?
yeah.
So just now, 1 minute ago, Cabby524 has bought Hotline Miami PS Vita.
Oh wow.
You should hit that and like it. Is what you should do.
Yeah, you should.
Or is it Wooting? No, Wooting is.
No, it's liking.
okay.
I didn't buy it. It's somebody else.
But anyway, what I find,
I like that we have 3 of them here.
yeah. But
This is probably the most PlayStation Vitas that have been in the same room outside of a retail environment
it's possible.
Yeah.
ever.
Other than maybe like PAX or something. Though. But anyway, no.
I don't think
what-
even PAX. People bring 3DSs to those.
Yeah, for the
Yeah, yes.
Street Pass.
Yeah, street tags.
Hey, we have
pass.
Nier.
That's stupid.
No, what the hell
If
that
you
shit
got a
is.
little avatar for Nier and like could fully customize it with the games that you've played, like you get costumes and stuff.
You get game goods from other games that people are sharing near you.
I wish you could just
Shit, it's not
put your
good.
volume.
No, but like
It's not good at all.
I wish it was something like Street Pass.
No, but if it was like Street Pass, but if you put your volume on like max and you put it to sleep mode and you just walk around with it somehow like just jutting out of your back pocket and you pass someone, it would do like a high five sound. So it's like you're like woo.
And the whole time it was
Fucking met
playing,
someone.
it was playing the PSN Store music.
Yeah, there you go. So you're just like, could you imagine
I
that if
can't
you're like,
remember what it is
it's like
now.
PAX and you're walking around and all you hear is like, it's like, oh god,
I'm gonna throw
passing.
people off.
Yeah, oh god, it's firecrackers everywhere. But you hear it twice because everybody's going to be crazy. That'd be insane.
Preparing to download.
But yeah, no. The later parts of Hotline Miami got really frustrating because of that lock-on stuff. Because like sometimes you sort of there's every level kind of enters with like, hey, there's a little like when you get to like a second floor, it's like that little entrance area, and then you kind of can't walk back down the stairs, or you're kind of locked off till you kill everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I'd have it where like I'd make noise and I'd be waiting there at the door and I'd see like a dog come running around. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna lock onto that dog and I'm gonna take it out. And then I would just lock onto someone. My dude would turn around. I'm like, oh no, I'm trying to aim upwards. But then like the right stick between like switch between targets. I'm like, oh, and it's, I don't know. I got
You
into,
just
like
end up getting
So I'm
wrecked.
kind of glad that I
fucking
didn't use
murdered.
the lock on because I mean I didn't have any problems at all.
yeah. Well, if you can get used to the twin stick stuff, but I found it really tough because it was like it's really precise, but it's like too.
So
precise,
there's
yeah.
no dead zone on it, so it's
Yeah.
just this like you move it and it's immediately
It's
moving.
pointing and it's pointing directly at where it's kind of.
Oh,
it's kind of
okay.
intense.
That's really awesome, actually.
Yeah.
You guys have also missed the part where Kumar is incredible at twin stick games.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen him play Geometry Wars?
Yes, it's retarded.
I remember him trying to show me Geometry Wars and him failing miserably at beating some scores that Fike had, I think, on my Xbox.
No. That was oh my god, what's the really really popular PSN one?
Super Stardust?
Yeah, he was Stardust.
But no, I could have sworn you came over and you played.
Actually, no, you're right. There was a couple of scores that I think Fike had that were just
Yeah.
stupid. That just didn't make any sense.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Looking at the leaderboards, Dan and I were looking at them whenever he came over before the podcast, and
Yeah, Kumar, you are among the best in the world at Hotline Miami.
Oh,
I don't know if
really?
You realize
Yeah.
he's number 2 on one of the levels.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wow,
It's fantastic.
that's
pretty
phenomenal.
ridiculous.
I got real good at this in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
I think the problem is that anytime a game comes out on Vita, Kumar's just gonna get it and fucking be amazing at it.
Yeah, well, aren't you working from home? So you're in the same scenario of me, where you're just like staring at a computer screen.
Pretty much, but it's been it's driving me crazy because it's out of my element. I don't like sitting in front of a computer screen.
Yeah,
So it's been bothering me. I mean, I have other opportunity that I'm kind of pursuing. I want to get out of the whole day trading thing because it's stressful as hell, and it just doesn't let me be happy the way I want to be happy.
yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, between putting all those opportunities together and actually deciding on one, yeah, I've got a little bit of time that I can put into some games finally.
Nice.
Catching up on some stuff and then pulling some crazy shit in Hotline Miami.
Yeah.
We need to do Saints Row the Third.
I know, I'm excited about that, man. I still want to play it.
Yeah, I've got it downloaded and installed now, so maybe we'll work something out.
You know, it's sad when one of our side projects is playing a game together.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird.
It's tough.
I don't know. So what else have you?
At this rate, me and Dustin are gonna finish Saints Row 4 by the time you guys finish 3.
Nah.
On the
I just need to.
PS5.
If we organize a night, like it can't be this week, but if we organize something where it's like, okay, this is the Saints Row the Third night, I'm sure we could chunk through it pretty quick.
If you don't do any side quests or anything, yeah. But that game's actually, I think Kumar's gonna want to go for it because that game's really easy to 100% achievement.
Oh yeah.
I have
What game is
all
it?
but Saints Row 3.
But does he care about Steam achievements?
I don't know if he does.
F that shit.
Okay.
Boom.
Well,
So
there you
we'll
go.
be fine then.
I love Steam for that.
I have every Xbox achievement except one, which is it's finish all the challenges.
Oh okay.
Okay.
And the only reason Dustin has that and I don't is because there's a lot of stuff like car surfing and things like that you need a co-op buddy to do. So I would just
Do it for him.
do it for him. Like I'd be the second person to help him do that stuff, but then we just wouldn't do it for me.
It sounds
I don't
really.
care that
It's
much.
like sloppy.
It's like
Actually,
30,
it's not even
it's
sloppy.
like 30 G. I don't.
Okay.
All right.
Gotta get that G.
Saints Row the Third is a fucking amazing game.
It is pretty amazing. I've never actually played the DLC for it. Have it all bought, waiting to go. Just never.
Are you gonna do that weird thing where you play through the whole game, then all the DLC, then start into Saints Row the Fourth, and then by the time you're done, you're like, yo, I never want to see this game.
I probably
ever
won't.
again.
It depends. If that game has Steam Cloud, then I won't have to worry about it.
Do some Mass Effect-y stuff.
Yeah.
If you got all the DLC,
Yeah.
that might be you might just want to go
Yeah,
run
that's
through
what I
them.
want to do. I might
because
ask Drackle again and go through that.
me and Dustin played them like literally the day each of those DLCs came out.
Yeah,
We got on Xbox Live and we just played through all of it.
missing not that long then. They're like maybe an hour or two each.
They're like an hour and a half tops.
Hey, maybe you should do it.
I can see that happening.
They've all got cool twists at the end of them. though.
Yeah. I'm excited as hell for Saints Row the Fourth. It's not even the fourth. I just want to say it that
Just
way. 'cause
four.
It sounds good. But isn't that it's August something?
Yeah,
Whatever.
something
It's
like
actually
that.
soon.
Yeah.
Good.
It's really
I want to
soon
get the Wub
considering.
Wub gun. I need to track that down.
The dubstep cannon.
I
Yeah,
wanna
the
get
pre-order bonus.
Yeah, I
Not
want
the
to get
pre-order bonus. This the
special edition.
Yeah.
I think you were looking that up on Amazon for me. Did you ever find a
I was
price?
trying-
Commander
not in
in
Canada.
Chief edition.
It's not in Canada?
No, not that I can find.
Fuck.
But
If any one of our United States listeners wants to buy that and then just send just the gun to Devin,
Yeah,
you can
that-
keep the rest of it.
now,
Yeah.
when we say gun, we mean the dubstep gun. We
I do not want a handgun in the mail,
I
please.
don't think that would go over well with customs. Like handgun. Yeah, okay, legit. Just put it
the
through.
dubstep gun might not go over.
Turns
well
out
with
Zombie
customs
can't
either.
make the rest of the podcast because he's been arrested.
Yeah,
That'd be
I end up
perfect.
in some holding cell downtown.
They like remove the clip. It's just filled with like drugs. Just like, where's this going? We'll ship this. We'll deliver this.
personally.
Yeah.
What else you guys been playing? I'm kind of done what I've been playing. I haven't really.
Been playing a lot of
Did it
Watch
on
Dogs
stuff.
Live.
Oh yeah,
So we do?
actually, I've been
I got
playing
like
Yeah.
crazy into that.
We have to
WD
explain-
underscore live.
We have to explain what Watch Dogs Live is because it's only available in Canada.
All right, so what it is I would equate it to having Google Maps, but what you do is you have these random points on the map, normally for bus stations, banks, gas stations, schools, churches,
museums,
libraries, just random things. And what you can do is you can hack the point and then keep them for a day normally before your data runs out, and then you have to you kind of release them back, but you collect cash. And there's all the reason why I played is there's a ranking system, and I started off at like 10,000, and I've worked my way up.
Well, there's about 14,000 people on the leaderboard.
So I've worked my way up from 14,000 to the best I've gotten was 432.
I don't actually know.
Yeah, I've gotten around there too.
So
I've dropped down to like 621 now, just because I haven't played in a couple days. But,
Yeah, I keep forgetting to do it sometimes. Like whenever I'm in the bus, I end up playing Animal Crossing now. So then I'm like, oh, right now I should have my phone out. I should be doing this.
So
it's just a perfect thing to play on the bus.
Yeah.
oh yeah, because you just drive
Because you
by
just-
and you hack, and you're like,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, I'm 593 now.
Yeah,
Dang.
so I ended up putting a lot of time into that, and I ended up going for like a big 4-hour walk all the way down Carling and like just hacking everything I could get my hands
That's all
on.
my shit.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I also I own like Algonquin College, a couple of the schools, like the buildings have the things on it, so I own a couple of those. I own like 3 or 4 EV
They're
games.
probably gone by now.
Oh yeah, most likely. But it's fun. I really like it, and I really like watching your ticker go up.
I like
and,
when you're kind of going around. It's like bank and like just nondescript
We
stuff
should
like bank, park.
Yeah, we should explain why you want to take locations.
yeah.
So when
Well,
you hack something,
yeah.
you get a little bit of data and a little bit of money. But if you
get a
hack
lot.
and you keep a location, it costs you data to maintain that location, but you get a steady flow of income
Yeah.
every hour. So
This
And
is resource management.
Yeah, and every time you hack a location, you keep it. It usually gives you enough data to make it survive for at least one day, and then you'll lose it like the next because you
Yep.
won't have
Yeah.
enough.
But I
But
think the most buildings I ever had hacked at one time was I had 148 hacked at one time.
That's
it
what
must have been right while you were like in the middle of your big walk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I kept most of those for the day. I think I don't know the exact amount of funds I've got in my wallet, but that I've only had it for 4 or 5 days and I'm already level 12. So I gained like
Well, the
7.
levels is based off your money, so
Yeah.
you can like if you still have a bunch of those locations, like you might have leveled up again just
Yeah.
like since you played last.
No, 539.
No, not rank, level.
Oh, level? Oh, I'm level 13 now.
Yeah, exactly.
But what I find funny in that game is that as you're going around, it has like really nondescript locations like park or like bank, school, bus stop, like just random. And it's like EB Games. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah, just like it specifically says EB Games.
And you're just like, oh, okay.
So
Who's
Riccio,
paying what now?
I currently own all of your bus stops and
Well,
your park.
EB also gives out all
I-
the prizes, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true because you can win copies of Watch Dogs, PlayStation.
Well,
4s.
the first week that it was out was copies of Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Now it's
A PlayStation 4.
whoever holds the most banks
Yep.
Yeah.
gets a PlayStation 4. It's just those challenges seem really cool too because
It makes me want to go out.
well,
and
the
do them.
first one was like 7 people win Watch Dogs and it's the 7 like a most improved.
Yeah.
Yep.
So because it was the first week, it was basically the top 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then this week is most banks. Maybe one week it'll be like most bus stations or something like that.
I really hope it's most bus stations because I can just.
You have to hold them though, is the thing.
I know that's not a problem.
There's-
There's one guy who is around my apartment area who keeps like trying to hack my bus stops, and so like I can't. I hadn't played for a couple of days because there was a glitch with the app where it wasn't letting me log into my profile.
Okay.
So I had to re-download the app and re-log in. So I came back and all my stuff was conquered by this dude who's obviously either in the same building or like just across from me, and his defenses are just atrocious. So I just like
Get it all
signed
back.
in, got them all back, and was like, "All right, perfect. We'll see how this goes."
I don't know how you guys have been leveling up. I haven't put anything into counter hack or signal. I've just been putting everything evenly into hack and protection.
I kind of did hack, and I've got a couple into signal, and then I've got like 1 or 2 in protection.
Yeah. If you put one in a counter hack, what it means is if ever you lose a building, you can hack it and you get 2 tries to get it back, I believe.
Okay.
So
That's kind of cool, actually.
We should ask Kumar, have you actually even tried this thing at all?
I haven't, no.
Oh.
It's
I
a
saw
lot of
so I think Somppi or Dan sent a screenshot. I think it was Somppi actually.
No, that was me.
And
Screenshot
it looked
was
really
me.
cool, and I was like, you know what, I should check this out. But then, sure enough, Muramasa and Hotline Miami came out. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know.
Screw its chances.
I just find it really fun because like when you hack something, you can immediately see like where your position has changed on the leaderboard. So it's like,
Yeah.
awesome. All right.
Well,
I
because
just
you
gained-
get that immediate money,
Yeah.
and then if you check back, like Because hacking a building, it's always beneficial to keep it because you get the data to hold it
Yep.
just from hacking it.
Yeah.
And then, but you'll get that hourly income.
Mm-hmm.
So you get 24 hours of this
If you keep
thing.
it. Yeah.
Then, if no one takes it from you, and then you pay for the data, and then you get another 24 hours, and then you lose it. But
Yep. So, I don't know. I really like it because it's
you know what the trick is?
what?
Like early morning on weekends.
Yeah.
Because no one is counter hacking stuff then. So you can hold stuff for at least a few hours.
Yep.
I found that out because I had to do fucking ridiculously early overtime last Saturday. But
Then maybe I'll do a nice tour of
Strive around
Ottawa.
Ottawa.
I was
Well, it was really funny because the first day I got my got the app, I was going to pick up my girlfriend's dog, so I was driving through one of the suburbs, and I'd stop randomly on the side of the road and be like, I gotta hack all these different churches and stuff, and drive another 2 blocks and hack everything else, and just kind of keep bunny hopping around. It's a lot of fun. It's real
it kind of
dumb.
makes you feel real cool.
Yeah, it makes
too.
me feel really fucking cool. And it's really awesome because I was playing wicked heavy dubstep, and it seemed every time I go to push to hack something, a drop would happen. So it's whoop, whoop, whoop. It was really kick ass.
Imagine it's like a thunderstorm and you just kind of hit hack and the legit power grid just goes out in the town. You're just like, what the fuck?
I have to get out of here.
Ubisoft, what did you do, Ubisoft? So
I don't know. I think it's a
Lots of Ubisoft games this week is what I've been playing.
yeah. I really like it. I think it's pretty kick ass. I definitely recommend for all
It's
the
a
Canadian.
fantastic promotional tool.
Yeah, it really is. I'm stoked. I also pre-ordered my PS4
yes.
with 4 games.
Ooh.
You almost did, or you did?
No, I did.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because there was that thing in the chat, our group chat, where it was like, "Yo, Future Stop's out of pre-orders," and then I kind of this light bulb went off, and I was like, "Oh shit,
Gotta give me some.
gotta get my pre-order in." So I went and pre-ordered it. Got Knack, Battlefield 4, Watch Dogs, and
Killzone?
no, Infamous Second Son.
It's
Infamous. Yeah, those are the ones that I've got to start. I might get
Speaking of
Killzone.
PlayStation exclusives, Riccio, can we talk about Killzone 3?
Oh yeah, sure.
That game's been out for 3 years. I just want to talk about it.
I didn't know it's been 3 years. By the way, I randomly was like, man, you know what? I've never finished Killzone 3. I'm really excited for the PS4, and I'm really excited to play Killzone Shadowfall. So I went back, put Killzone 3 into my console. It was 2 a.m. the night that I did this. Played for 2 or 3 hours. I was like, man, this game is actually really fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
Back out, I'm like, shit, that was 3/4 of the game from wherever the hell I was.
Oh, really?
So I only had 2 or 3 chapters left. And then
Apparently, and that's where
Yeah.
he literally picked up the game 20 minutes after where I had stopped playing.
Oh, really? So you got to see the end of it?
Yeah, I got to see the rest of the game that I hadn't played yet. Basically.
Nice.
I
I don't know. I find that game has this weird. I don't like the fluidity of the movement left and right. I feel the weighted turns. I just
That was
find
only
it-
in
Yeah.
Killzone 2. They
It-
changed
You must have hated Killzone 2 then, yeah.
I loved Killzone 2
I
for
can't.
that.
I hated.
3 felt like just I was playing Call of Duty,
Yeah,
which
it's
kind
Call
of
of
I
Duty.
hated. But it was
Actually,
Call of Duty, but
it's
you
kind
could
of
slide.
it's kind of like a weird combination of Call of Duty and
Yeah.
Battlefield because there's sight
yeah,
wobble.
wobble and
But I love sliding. I love just sprinting and sliding. It's like playing Mirror's Edge, Killzone. It was just really fun.
Mind you, I think the biggest criticism of Killzone 2 was that weighty control scheme.
Yeah.
Okay.
I loved
I
it
think,
so
right?
much.
Correct me if I'm
Yeah.
wrong. I'm
Yes.
pretty sure that's what it
And they
was.
patched it out.
Maybe
Fuckers.
I'll see if give Killzone 3 a try again.
It's really fun,
Do you own
actually.
Yeah, I do actually.
Oh.
Nice.
I picked it up at a bargain deal for $4.97.
Jeez. Play that. Play it.
We should all try that multiplayer then, maybe.
Yeah, I heard. I've heard
Or I'll
it's
just
pretty
keep
good.
playing The Last
I
of
still
Us.
have the game, so we can play it.
Yeah.
That
But
game's phenomenal.
so whenever I finished Killzone 3,
Kumar, have you finished Killzone 3?
Yeah, I've platinumed that.
Okay,
Platinumed it a
Devin,
long
we're
time
gonna
ago.
spoil the ending.
Hold
I
on.
I don't give a shit
give us
about
a-
the
hold on.
Killzone series.
just before we get into that, and we'll also give a warning for anybody listening. But anyway,
Yeah,
so,
before we actually spoil
so we
it.
finished Killzone 3. We backed out to the main menu, and that's where I saw that this game came out in 2010. I was like, holy shit. Because I bought that game day one to play the multiplayer and to obviously play the single player. Never played the single player, and I don't think I ever played the multiplayer.
So you bought it and
I
just
bought it and I
put
think
it down
yeah.
and left it alone?
I think I may have
Multiplayer is
hopped,
actually pretty fun.
yeah, I think I may have hopped into multiplayer for half an hour on the first day. I was like, yeah, I'm totally gonna play this later, and then something else might have came out, and it never got played again. So I felt really bad. So psyched for that game. So I played the beta whenever before its release, which was
Oh,
cool.
okay.
But yeah. Anyway, so we finished the game.
That game is kind of like a Gears of War bro shooter type of deal
Like
Yeah.
everybody's
for
having
the
a good
entire
time.
game.
Yeah.
Everybody's
And-
kind of having
and
a good
it's like-
time. It's a little gritty.
But it's kind of it's a like just a little gritty.
Okay.
Like you get guns that like blow people up and stuff, but it's basically a Spartan laser, and it's like
Well, it's Spartan laser except for like rips their body apart and it's like guts everywhere. and
Oh,
shit.
really? That's
Yeah.
fucking atrocious.
There's not that much blood splat on the walls and stuff, but there's like a nice cloud of like pieces of people.
Oh,
that just,
they
like,
turn into
But it's
like the
almost-
red mist from Fear, kind of.
sort of a bit more
it's
wetness.
almost like
All right.
sci-fi
more wetness.
violence.
Oh, okay. So it's like
Except for
slightly-
like the melee kills where you were like fucking stabbing people in their eyes, and,
Yeah.
like, twisting them.
Oh yeah,
out
that
for
was one
them.
thing that's funny is there's these certain Hellgas people who are just they have like blades on their arms and they'll just kind of charge at you and they'll stab you in the neck. It's like an insta kill. So I was playing and I wasn't paying attention. I kind of like entered a doorway that one was like hiding around the corner. So he kind of walked around or like flipped around and was like about to stab me in the face, but it's like push L1 to do the melee kill. So I hit it and this guy like flips around the corner. The next thing I do is just put my thumbs in his eyes and he just kind of died. I was like, holy shit.
There's a really weird neck break animation
Yeah.
in that game too, where you don't even like. It doesn't look like you're breaking his neck. It just looks like you're slapping his head sideways.
Or telling him
in,
to
like, a
look to
weird
the
way.
left like really fast.
Yeah,
and
killing me.
his neck just
but
Done.
his head doesn't even do a full quarter turn when you do it, and you're snapping his neck apparently. Anyway,
weird.
other than those melee kills, it's kind of just like sci-fi
Yeah.
violence. Like,
Okay, so it's-
other than those, if they took blood and those melee kills out of the game, it could have been rated T.
Yeah.
rather
So
than
it's
that.
it's like it's violence, but it's that weird, exaggerated like
Sort of
sci-fi
cartoony,
violence
yeah.
where
Yeah,
it's like
basically.
Not cartoony, but over
like
yeah.
oh my god, that guy just exploded
Yeah.
from the inside out.
and
Ooh.
the last. Okay, I want.
So- yeah. So
okay,
if-
for anyone who actually cares about Killzone 3's ending,
tune out for like 3 minutes here.
We're
or something.
sorry.
or skip ahead.
Yeah.
Like we don't know how long we might actually talk about this. Okay, so the last section of the game is you're kind of flying around in a ship and you're like shooting down stuff, and that's
But you have
kinda-
no control over the ship,
which is
just
too bad.
what's
We
like-
thought you might get
Would've been
control over
excited.
it, but
So it
it's
just
kind of
turns
like
into a rail
it
shooter?
goes like full, basically, but
Oh, okay.
it's in a cool way because you're like blowing up other ships and stuff, and it is very sci-fi at that point. And then you stole it, it's a Hellguest ship that you stole,
All right.
and all of them have like these weird antimatter nukes on them.
Which I didn't actually pay
Stupid
attention to the
assholes.
story. Yeah, I didn't even realize there's nukes attached to these ships. So
That
whenever
seems-
it's like push circles, to the
But
nuke,
you're
I was
trying to stop this entire Hellgast fleet and the like rogue Hellgast chairman guy from
All right.
from attacking Earth with these nukes.
Yeah.
okay, I feel like
Because
this-
you've seen what launching like it shows the like battle plans is like launching 18 of them plus like a laser at a planet like
Yeah.
totally fucking wipes it out.
yeah.
Okay, so this chairman's ship is crashing, and you shoot a nuke
Okay.
at it. It hits the ship. Then somehow that one nuke fucking like chains up into the orbiting space station, and then like it explodes, and then this like green wave moves over the entire planet,
Okay.
and then it's like 4 of you left out of this entire like attack force,
Okay.
including one character that doesn't even have a name instead
Yeah.
of like the sergeant guy that
He's
was
a
like your buddy,
driver.
who's apparently fucking dead, I guess, because he was on the space station.
Yeah.
And then they're all just like, yo, there's no comm chatter. We just killed everyone on that fucking planet.
Well, they're just like there's no comm chatter, like any of it
like everyone's
down
dead.
there. Yeah, there's none.
And then the credits just fucking roll.
The fuck? Yo,
just a
that is a
ridiculous ending.
twist ending and a half. Yo, we just nuclear.
It's like
holocaust.
as if at the end of Gears of War 2, when you killed that big Brumac, if it just
Yeah.
exploded and killed everything on Earth, and you were like, dude, we just killed everyone on Earth, and then the credits roll.
The thing
That's
is-
what it feels like.
The thing
So
is,
you feel really fucking bad, and there's no other like.
But up until that point, you're like, yeah, we're going to kill that fucking chairman. We're going to launch this nuke at him. Fucking whole planet's dead.
yeah.
Surprise!
What's crazy is after the credits roll, it kind of like shows 2 Hellgas still alive down on the planet somehow. And then they're just like, oh, we found you, Captain. And it's like, oh, well, okay.
I
didn't-
guess he's not dead.
I guess the
Whatever.
people who are dead are the unprepared women and children and like families.
Lol.
Credits.
Credits.
That's fucking terrible.
We thought we were sitting there watching, and we thought there was gonna be some sort of resolution, but then it blacked out, and it was loading something, and we were like, okay, and just fucking the credits pull up. We were
That's
like,
honestly-
what the fuck just happened?
That's honestly fucking atrocious. I can't believe that they would just like nuclear holocaust fucking credits
Yeah.
done.
But like out of nowhere, just like really fucking dark. We killed everyone on this planet
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Surprise! You're a
I
mass
think it was pretty
murderer.
ridiculous. It was really
But
fun to go
when they
through.
launched the nuke, we're like, yeah, we're gonna get him, yeah.
But
It's kind of
Killed
fucked up.
everyone.
That's
Going-
kind of really fucked up.
going through that game randomly in like 2 sittings of like a few hours apiece, That game was actually a lot of fun. I'm kind of sad that I missed out on it way back when it came out, but it did the shooting really well. The combat was pretty awesome. The levels were kind of nicely laid out. So, like Dan was saying, the power weapons in that game, you can always kind of reload them and kind of keep using them and having fun. Like it's
They don't punish you for
like the game design is very, very made around. It makes sure that you're always having fun. That you're not like, super sweet weapon, kind of like Dan was explaining.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Like in Halo, you pick up a rocket launcher. It's probably got like 1 or 2 shots in it.
Yeah.
You use them, and like you probably miss one of them, and then that's it. You have to throw it away, pick up another weapon. In this game, you can still only hold 2 weapons plus a pistol.
All right.
The pistols have unlimited ammo, and you have an excellent shotgun pistol, which is my favorite weapon in the game.
That gun is just so broken.
Yeah. But all the like crazy weapons, like you can get wicked sniper rifles and like big miniguns that you can like rip off, like Halo
turret
style.
Yeah.
Like rip it off of its.
You also place it back, which is
That little
Yeah,
artillery
and
thing is just stupid.
But all the like power weapons, even the fucking Spartan laser thing that you get later on in the game, you can just walk up to an ammo crate and refill it.
Oh, really? It's not like a.
So it doesn't. It
not
lets you pick the weapons that you like and basically play through the whole game with them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Rather than like
Rather than punishing you for
rocket launcher for like 2 seconds, and it also is like it kind of moves you away from that shooter thing of like, okay, I have this rocket launcher, I picked up enough ammo for it, and now it's in my second weapon slot, and I'm not even touching it for like the whole game because I might need rockets at some point. But no, now you can just like use the rockets, and I'm going to refill them, you know.
let's go pick up these other rockets.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a solid shooter.
The game also has a lot of cool locations. A lot of like it varies the gameplay up pretty like a lot. You start off in like kind of fighting through cities just like Killzone 2, and then you go into like some jungle area. Then you go into like this ice place with jetpacks and shit. And you go into like fucking space. It's crazy.
It's pretty varied.
There's a lot of cool shit.
Pretty varied.
You
What
go
about
through,
a ring-like structure?
junkyard and then space in like 2 random vehicle sequences. Like, where did this human vehicle come from? There was no cutscene showing us getting into this.
Surprise.
The game was still a lot of fun though.
Okay, so we should say we're done with Killzone 3 spoilers now.
I guess we're done.
You can come back.
They won't know that though.
Hi,
You can probably
everybody.
Put an annotation.
Welcome back to.
Don't know if I'll be able to. I'm sorry. Anyways, what else have you guys been playing? I still got a few more.
I'm done.
You're done, Devin?
Honestly, I've just been playing some more Golden Abyss. I really addicted again into Kingdom Rush Frontiers, and I've now 75 starred it.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
Once you figure out that's all the stars in the game.
Okay.
Once you kind of figure out some tricks, it's pretty easy.
The thing that broke the game for me was the artillery can turn into this thing called
the mechs?
No, I didn't.
Or
the dwarf.
The dwarf, yeah.
The dwarf like just fucking breaks that game completely.
You can put like 1 and like okay, I won the whole map.
Well, here's what I ended up doing. Like,
we should explain what that is. The artillery turret, in its first regular forms, shoots just like 1 cannonball at a time.
Okay.
And that has splash damage on it.
Yeah.
But when you get it to level 4, you can either upgrade it into kind of a movable artillery turret that takes. It looks like an ETSD from Star Wars, which is pretty cool. But the other one you can upgrade it to is called a dwarp, and it's just this like it can still shoot those artillery shells at long range, but if anything gets close to it. Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah. Well, you have to upgrade it to shoot the artillery shells.
No, it just it's...
No, mine only just fell. That's
okay, anyways, it can, like... It's basically like a big drill, and it can, like, smash into the ground and does, like, area of effect, like, all around it.
Wow.
And so whenever a single enemy gets in that range, it just does the drop thing over and over again and just kind of deals a fuck ton of damage to everything in its range.
You can also add this, like... AoE damage over time fire effect to it,
so that like whenever it hits the ground, like or like every 5th or 6th time it hits the ground, it leaves like it's called scorched earth.
Yep.
Like, around, and that'll burn people when they step on that too.
So it just like absolutely breaks the whole game. It's kind of ridiculous.
But if you like get one of those well placed at like the front of the map, you can just fucking kill everyone.
Yep.
Damn.
What I ended up doing was I ended up kind of sticking them in like the middle of the map. And having 2 of them in a choke point, and then just having a whole I didn't use mage towers after I found that out. I was like,
I use the necromancer tower all the time in that game.
I use them. I usually
raising all those dead skeletons and stuff, and then you get the Death Rider coming in and like buffing them all.
I usually put them at the kind of like the back end of the.
Well, the trick is just
map.
to have one of those in your kill zone.
Yep.
Because then it'll kill zone.
Killzone. I play Killzone.
Because then they'll just raise everyone that your dwarves kill.
Yep. It's pretty badass.
And then those guys will in turn get people caught in the dwarf range.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's yeah, you kind
Actually
of
sounds kind of cool.
you kind of break that.
Have you
game
ever played
real-
Kingdom Rush, Kumar?
I have it on the iPad, but I haven't touched it for a long time.
I would definitely recommend playing Frontiers. They added
Frontiers is the new one. They changed all the fourth level towers.
Yep.
Is it like a significant difference over the first one?
Oh yeah.
It's
I know you
same
spoke about it last week a
gameplay.
little
It's
bit,
same
but-
gameplay, but it's all new enemies and all new fourth level towers.
Yep. And there's a lot of interactable objects on the map.
Oh, cool.
You also have a hero champion that you can use to kind of block things
They,
off. And
they
move
actually
them around.
they patched heroes into
Yeah.
the old game.
Yep.
But they're very basic. They're just basically one movable unit.
Mhm.
In this game, you can kind of as your hero kills stuff, he gets experience. Before it was kind of like almost Dota-ish, where he would level up in the match and just
Yep.
kind of gain extra powers.
Yep.
You didn't have control over it. But in this one, it's persistent across all the levels. So you level people up as you play through the game, and you can put their level up points into stuff. And
It's pretty good. I really liked it. I got my $2.99 worth out of it for sure. It was really awesome. I quite enjoyed it actually.
Nice.
Yeah, that's kind of all
Big
I've
deal.
been really playing. I'm playing a lot of iPhone stuff,
I haven't touched my iPhone in so long.
and then
I actually haven't
Not
played
since
a
the
game on my
Vita,
iPhone
eh?
since I got my Vita.
and then I played a bucket load of FTL. Been doing that. It's been a lot of fun.
Not bad.
I'm binding
You
vibes.
probably shouldn't say that people are complaining because we haven't recorded something in such a long time.
Yeah.
well,
hard to
it's
do.
a weird thing to
Yeah.
gather everyone and sit down and play FTL, especially because it's one thing just to sit down and play a game, just like when you're not paying attention to it.
Yeah.
It's another thing to
To-
constantly make jokes and.
We are not recording FTL anymore because we want to keep it funny.
Yeah.
It'll probably come back at some point. An episode. Here or
Yeah,
there.
maybe.
Yeah.
But until we really get in the groove for it, it's not going to come back.
Yeah.
No.
Probably once the heat has dissipated, and
Yeah.
then once
We can
have some
stand
sort of better
recording
schedule. Yeah.
for longer periods of time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done now. I'm clocking.
Oh, yeah,
out.
I'm seriously just
It's like,
uncomfortable.
what, 30 minutes
I like
into this
feeling my
podcast?
clothes on me, just
Ah,
sticking.
Yeah, no, that just makes me feel great about myself.
That I'm sticking, or that you can stick.
Oh,
to
that
yourself?
I'm sticking to myself right
Okay,
now.
we should hold each other.
I
That'd be weirder.
just, can we just
Transfer.
All right,
our
can we
sticky-
pause it
Riccio,
and take
you were
a
the-
15-minute break?
Well,
You were the only one who hasn't discussed the games that he's played this week.
did Kumar? Did you have some stuff?
Yeah, well, I played. I played a shit ton of Hotline Miami.
Yeah.
Played some more FTL, and then played Muramasa.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds
I want
right.
you guys to talk about Muramasa because I want to justify my haven't played yet purchase before I touch it.
Okay.
Not
It's
that I
actually
really
really
do
cool.
anything about
Kumar,
it,
take
but-
it away. Talk about what you thought about it so far, or
So
what it
I've
is.
I've put probably about just shy of 2 hours into it.
Okay.
And I hadn't played the. So I want to say that it got average to slightly above average reviews, kind of thing across the board. And people
Are you talking about
often
the Wii
compared it
version
to
or this
the
one?
original one. But I mean, for me, I had never played the original, so this is very, very new to me, and I didn't really even know what to expect.
Yeah.
So other than it being a side-scrolling hack and slash sort of thing, but there's a little bit more depth to it. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
can actually, you can chain different combos, and it's not just button mashing.
Yeah.
So really, really cool that way. Story is still a little bit of an enigma for me. I know that there's this dude who forges. I guess his name is Muramasa, from what I understand, but he forges blades, and that's. I don't know if it's a punishment of his, or if it's just something that he they haven't really explained it too well just yet. So I know that he his role and his task right now is to, and I guess for eternity or whatever, is to forge these blades. So you get these blades at various points within the story, and then you use them to unlock different paths that'll let. So it's got that Castlevania, I guess, explorer sort of feel to it.
Yeah.
But it feels much more linear than
sold
Castlevania.
So what I want to ask you, Kumar, is that when you start this game, there are two storylines in Muramasa. There's the
Yep.
dude and there's a chick. I don't remember their
there's
names.
Oh, they're actually two
Kasuke
separate-
and Princess Momohite or something.
Yeah, there you go. So you have those two. Which one did you choose, Kumar?
I chose Kasuke.
The dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because I heard that his story is a little bit more fleshed out, and it paves a lot of the way for the princess's story.
Oh, really?
So I was like, okay, so I'll do that because I haven't played any of these other games, and I think ittle just be an easy way to get
we
into the
should
story.
note that this isn't a sequel to the original
No, it's
one.
a
It is
remake.
a remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They redid the entire art, and it just, man, the game, it looks so good.
Oh, yeah. Are you playing on Legend or Chaos?
No, I'm playing on Legend first.
I'm going through on Chaos. That's actually a hell of a lot of fun.
I've heard
Describe
that
the difference.
like it gets you to really use your head,
just
and like
like
you
normal
have
and
to
hard?
dodge
Oh, okay.
really, really well.
Is that what
And
it is?
All right.
Um,
Thought it was maybe like a good versus evil.
because
play
playing
style.
on Chaos right now, it's kind of crazy because you have to be constantly moving. The combat feels like fucking insane because you have to kind of block, evade, roll, knock people up in the air while they're in the air, like drop down, deal with people on the ground, and kind of do like a lot of constant sort of crowd control. Which
yeah,
it's weird because when you're being put through the fighting tutorial at the start, it's kind of like push square to attack, push and hold square, and then push left to do like a forward dashing slash, or hold down then let go of down to do like a groundy pound thing,
yeah.
or push up to uppercut, and when you're in the air you can push down. Like it tells you like this. It kind of sounds really complicated as you're going for it, as you're going through that. But like Kumar said, it flows really well. So it's kind of crazy because you can be fighting and
It's actually really overwhelming when you when you look at the tutorial.
yeah.
It's so
You're just like,
overwhelming,
oh,
but then
there's
it's really
no
not.
way.
Yeah, it's really, really, really natural when you actually play it.
Especially
so.
because when you consider like to evade roll, which by the way you can remap all your buttons. Evade roll is at the default is you hold down, and while you're crouching, if you roll to the left or right, you'll roll in those directions.
It's like a half circle each way kind of thing.
Or what you can do is you can actually bind it to being like L. So you hold L and you just push left and right, and you can evade roll. But the thing is,
It's exactly what I did actually.
which is so that's what I thought of doing at first. But the thing is, because of the way I'm fighting and like holding square is also a block. So the way I'm fighting is when I'm dashing left and right, what I end up doing is while I'm fighting, I'm usually on the ground when you roll. So it kind of like just instinctively, I'm pushing down to crouch and moving sideways, and it kind of, I'm already dodging around and shit. So it kind of makes it not button mashy, but it sort of tends to help me out more than I would be able to do it if I were trying to think about doing it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But yeah, the combat in that game is so insane. You can go through fights where you're like, I don't know what's happening. It looks fucking crazy. I didn't get hit. Woo! And just it's kind of cool. But yeah, no, I'm playing through as the chick to start off with, and
Okay, cool.
the story is kind of just really crazy. It's like I don't even know
They've
what's
taken
different.
a lot from the like ancient folklore of Japan, which is
Oh
really
yeah,
cool.
and
The cultural side of it's awesome.
yeah. My one sort of, I guess, mini complaint about it, and it's only because this week because I bought Escape Plan because that was on sale as well. I bought Muramasa and Hotline Miami, so I was switching between Hotline Miami and Muramasa a lot. The save points in Muramasa are kind of not few and far in between, but can be like half an hour to a bit more,
Yeah,
which is
not
totally fine.
entirely friendly.
Yeah, which is totally fine on a Vita because you can kind of put it in a sleep mode and put it down and charge it and do whatever, and you don't have to kind of
Continue with it.
continue exactly. So you can. It doesn't matter where you can save. However, sometimes like if you want to play something else, you have to go into it and be like, okay, where the hell's the next save point, or can I run backwards to another save point? But it's not that bad. It's not as bad as I make it sound, but it's
It's
really
noticeable
cool.
comparatively to some of the other titles.
yeah. It doesn't feel as portable friendly, but it's definitely fucking
doesn't
super
Escape
awesome.
Plan saves every room, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
So that's like every puzzle. It's just like,
Yeah.
okay, save's good.
Yeah.
And Hotline Miami is like, it's missions.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Pick it
But,
up, finish it.
Fantastic missions.
but it's really sweet. Yeah. But yeah, Muramasa is really sweet. It's $35, and I think if you get it within the first week on PSN, you get some other extra stuff or something. I'm not
Do
really
you?
sure. I don't remember. I think I saw
I
that
don't-
on the blog.
I don't think it
update.
gave me anything aside from just the purchase
Yeah,
itself.
same. So I thought I read
The
something on
extra
the
stuff would have downloaded with it.
Yeah.
So
So I thought I saw something on the PlayStation blog with it, but I think it was just the way they worded it, with it being that the pre-orders were getting some different stuff, and there's a collector's edition or something. I think I just misread that.
well, apparently
But,
all the retail versions were delayed a week.
In Canada, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks immensely.
It was a weird. Okay, that just triggered something in mind. It was a really weird experience to go back into an EV Games and pre-order something
Yeah.
that I have not like.
Because we've been on like Green Man and
I have
Steam
not
and
walked
Vitas
into
for,
an
like,
EB Games in probably 2 years
Oh wow.
and actually like gone and spent money.
But then you hacked that motherfucker.
And then I hacked the motherfucker and then I conquered it. But it's, I don't know, it's just really fucking weird where it's like, I don't know, having to interact with someone and like feeling kind of odd, like them be like, oh, do you want to put more money down? Or
Where's
like-
your 20% off for pre-ordering? Where is it?
yeah, or like it was kind of weird because like I had the Google Doc open with everything that Riccio had bought, and I was kind of like going through the PS4, like picking out some titles. And so I was like, oh, wait, I forgot I want Knack as well. And he like kind of like rolled his eyes at me. I'm like,
Excuse me? It's fucking Knack, motherfucker! You sad?
First of all, I don't know why he would care what game you want to play.
I know, that's the thing, but it was like I was kind of like this like weird like judgment thing, and I was like, yo, like fuck you, my computer doesn't judge me. Like you're gonna be fucking out of business in a year.
No. Wait, are you just like looking at your phone because I hacked you? You guys are giving me $14 an hour here. No.
Yeah.
What an asshole.
I kind of want to go into a store and pre-order Knack, just Knack,
Yeah.
and see what he says, because then I can yell at him.
I don't
So
know.
he
'Cause
rolls
it's
his eyes
fucking,
like
it's the Knack Station 4, motherfucker.
no, but you
leave.
roll you just sorry he rolls his eyes and you just kind of lean in and you just like make that 2 copies and he does it again 3, 4,
Well, the joke's on me at that point.
5. And then the thing is he's rolling his eyes so hard at this point that his eyes are actually looking into his own brain. So you're reaching across the counter, okay, and you're grabbing his wallet, you're taking his card out, and you just kind of pay for
You're buying
it.
a game that he hates with his money.
Yeah, exactly. Multiple copies too. And you can, and then just to like, no, never mind.
But
I was gonna say, and then you make him pre-order an Xbox One, but I'm actually excited for that. So
But the other-
that doesn't sound as bad as it would.
Are you all getting Knack when the PlayStation 4 comes
Yeah.
out? Okay.
I'm not, no.
Oh,
I am.
I wanted to say,
Through-
can
what-
we just somehow obtain a bunch of physical copies and make some sort of really dumb video out of it?
We could, yeah.
Okay, all right.
The
Connect
thing-
4.
What?
Connect 4.
Nah.
Play a game of Connect 4 with
Connect
copies
4.
of Knack.
Connect 4. Sorry.
Connect 4.
Excuse yourself. Then.
I don't know. Yeah, the other thing that was really weird was it's odd to be
I would
given
love to do that.
like pre-order bonus like physical things. I'm not used to like
Yeah.
pre-ordering
Fuck
something.
is this shit?
Yeah,
Is there a
pre-ordering
code
something.
on this? I don't.
Yeah, like I'm not used to him being like, and here's your dog tags, and here's your poster, and here's your, complimentary Battlefield 3 item, and here's your complimentary Battlefield 4 item, and we just need you to sign here for this. So lets you get into our, like benefits program. I'm like, the fuck? I just put my credit card in online and I have a game.
Yeah.
Like, fuck this shit.
And as much as all the extra stuff is really cool, usually what I end up doing is like,
It's
for
fucking
example,
sitting in my room.
Yeah, I think there's still like a Dan's Max Payne sort of like flannel not thing you can just kind of like
Oh, yeah, the
iron to your
patch.
shirt. Yeah, it's kind of up there somewhere.
Like,
I'm pretty sure I can see it.
When I the last 2 Assassin's Creed games, they gave me fucking like metal coins,
really?
like a special. I was like, the fuck do I do with this?
But like, I've got these dog
Although I
tags.
did get the Witcher keychain thing.
Oh,
That was
really?
cool.
I put it on a necklace. And
Yeah,
that's pretty
yeah,
cool to
yeah,
wear.
yeah.
But
But like, I've got these dog tags that say Battlefield 4 and prepare for battle.
You look at them like, how do I put these in game?
What the fuck? What the fuck am I gonna do with these? Like, I can't
Connect,
even.
scan it in.
Yeah.
I can't even wear them. I'm allergic to the metal. So
Could
it's
you-
like, the fuck is this shit?
If we go back to like when they first announced Connect, where you could like hold stuff up, you'd be like Battlefield, scan this in, and then like you put it, but like it scans into the game with like dog tags, with, like your hand still attached to it, sort of hanging off the dog tags. You're like, oh fuck,
These just got really cool.
this is not what I wanted.
I really want to go find my Witcher necklace now.
I think you want to. Go
I'll
find
trade
your
you
Witcher.
for my Battlefield 4 dog
Oh,
tags.
fuck
I
off.
think you got to find your Witcher.
Fine,
copy
I'm gonna
and-
choke you out with my Battlefield 4
Like-
dog tag.
I think you need to play Witcher, Dan.
I'm a
Hey guys,
Witcher
I totally forgot to
I-
mention
I've
that
played
I've
The
also been
Witcher.
playing a lot of Last of Us.
Oh, yeah.
We've all played.
I was wondering. I was like, wait
a
a second. There's another game I've been playing.
I leave. I only talk about minor stuff on my turn, and then we always talk about the bigger stuff with you and Riccio. So I leave that stuff on purpose. Just
But-
like there's another thing we're going to talk about when
Yeah.
Riccio gets to it.
So I'm hooked on that multiplayer.
Hold on.
I cannot get enough of it.
hold on there, Kumar. How many times did you beat it in the past week?
Oh, I've completed it from beginning to end 4 times now.
Holy shit, buddy.
On which
So my
difficulties?
first time through was on hard,
Okay.
and I finished that in, I want to say, just over 15 hours.
Yeah.
Second time was on Survivor. I finished that in about just over 14. Then I did it on Survivor Plus, which was like 13 and a half. And then I did it on Easy Plus, just to go through and get all the collectibles and stuff. And I finished that in 7 hours and 16
Oh my
minutes or something.
god.
But the collectibles are actually awesome. Everything's just it's handwritten. It fills in so many, like, it answers so many questions that you'd think otherwise are just left unanswered.
Yeah.
And they it fleshes out so many stories, and I figure at some point or another, I'm sure they're going to use all that to their advantage for DLC and for whatever other content they might be planning, whether it be
What's-
multiplayer or otherwise.
It's 3 pieces of season pass content,
Yeah,
right?
two
There's a
maps
single
of-
player and
Okay.
then
Two
2
packs.
multiplayer packs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But man, that multiplayer is just
Yeah.
I still
I
don't
know
understand
why
how
you're
them-
still playing it without us, because there's 2 gold trophies. for
Well, those are the
completing
only 2 that I have
either
left
side.
to get the platinum.
Yeah, I know.
So, and I did the math. I'm like, okay, well, you basically have to survive 84 multiplayer matches twice to
Yeah.
get those 2.
Okay.
So I mean, you're sitting there with like that's 168 matches you have to go through.
And it's not
so-
just playing them; it's like surviving with like
Yeah,
some of your
doing
survivors.
good,
Yeah, it's not easy by any means. But I actually found a team that was working half decently well together.
Oh,
Was
to
it
the
as
point
good
that
as
we
our team?
we steamrolled through like 5 or 6 matches without even losing anyone.
oh wow.
So I was playing what's it called? Supply.
Are you talking
Raid?
about us?
Oh, he's playing Supply Raid.
Yeah, I was playing
Oh.
Supply Raid because
Gross.
it's just easier to get
yeah,
downs and it's
fucking
easier to get
traitor.
kills.
What is that?
You.
Well, I figured I was like, I'm gonna one of two things is gonna happen. I'm either gonna play what is it? What's the other mode called?
Survivors.
Survivor. So I'm either gonna play that, and I'm not gonna be happy with it because I know no one's gonna communicate.
Yeah.
Or I'll play the other one where it is a little bit more deathmatchy, so I don't have to worry about talking to people or communicating. Like everyone, like there's this unspoken rule that you help each other out to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And that works much better in that mode than it would in Survivor. So
Well,
I know the way
you
that
play Survivor. Survivor can be way more efficient in that metagame if you're working well together and you're winning.
Yeah.
And well, that's why I don't want to play it because I have yet to find a team other than you guys who will actually work well together.
Thanks, Kumar.
So, but yeah, I started every time you pull off something really crazy, you just want to keep playing. So
Yeah.
like, I Molotoved a group of 4 guys who,
What?
for whatever reason, just bunched up to like we were running around. I think they were on their last lives, or they had 2 left or something. And I snuck up my covert. I think it's covert ops or covert training.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm at level 2 now. So even in listen mode, you can't tell if I'm crouched and
Yeah.
walking. So I roll up behind them and I Molotoved all 4 of them.
Wow.
And when that happened, I think everyone else, like it was just this unspoken rule that all of us knew what we were doing, and we stuck together for the next maybe 8 matches.
Oh wow.
That's pretty awesome. It just kind of reminds us of our match where we ended up playing those guys like 5 different matches. in
The
a
ones who
row.
were determined to beat us but
Yeah.
couldn't.
Felt bad for
I
them.
didn't realize it, but there was a couple of moments that like I had the double Molotov and then I had that other Molotov where the guy like walked around the corner, and Dan described it the best where the Molotov didn't even like leave my hand
It's
and
like
it hit
smashing over the guy's face. Yeah.
It's perfect. But like
'Cause
what
he
like
was so close to you.
yeah, it was like Riccio comes running out of the corner and all you hear in the recording is like Riccio say like oh my god, I think he's following me, and all I said was let him follow you, and just like threw a Molotov at him. It's perfect. It's wonderful.
Jerk.
Accidental recording of that night
Yeah.
happened, so maybe people will see that. We'll see.
Yeah.
I really want to play more of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, I feel like the Molotov is the most like sudden out of nowhere, like you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
That's it. There's
Yeah.
nothing you can do about it.
Though there is this crazy
Because if it hits you, unless you're kind of like on the outskirts of the blast
You're
where
done.
you get knocked down, you are just fucking done.
Yep.
The bomb has to kind of like
hit you
hit
pretty
close-ish to actually kill you, otherwise it'll just down you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I don't know, there's definitely
Molotov
this
is
like
just like you're fucking dead out of nowhere.
I definitely feel this
What even happened?
crazy man
You're on
like
fire.
moment of panic when you like see the grenade like coming flying at you and you're like trying to like jump over something to like get away from it. There have definitely been a couple of times where like somebody's whipped a Molotov at me and like you see it like soaring towards you and you like manage to duck behind like a door.
But the arc
or, like,
on a Molotov is kind of like weird and shallow as opposed to the bomb, so it's kind of like I don't really know where that's going.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also it's that like fear thing. You run around a corner and you're holding your gun out. The other dude, you see the on fire Molotov in your hand. You're like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yep. I don't know. I just that game that multiplayer is so good at being like dramatic and tense and just like totally sucking you into that game.
I feel
and
like
just,
every single thing in the multiplayer, whichever gun it is, whatever, every single thing in that game matters.
yes,
There's no just like no one uses this pistol. Like there's none of that.
no like
I've only been using the silenced 9mm. Like I
Yeah.
haven't
Oh,
really
really?
been using anything else.
I got really into the revolver. I have it on my sniper, quote unquote, sniper class, and I got really good at it where I was shooting people across the map with the revolver. And that
Nice.
gun has got like pretty hefty kick to it, but they'd be running out of supply
Doesn't
crate.
that kind of like knock people backwards?
Yeah,
when you
it
hit them?
makes them stumble. So like some dude would be running out of supply crate and they just like shoot him in the knees and he stumbles. And then I was playing one match where my teammate like rolled up behind him and he had the upgraded 2x4. So I shot this guy twice in the knees. He goes running and like my teammate just steps out behind him and just like smashes him in the back of the head, like insta kill.
Those upgraded melee weapons are incredible. And the
Oh,
thing about
yeah.
them is that you can't always tell
they're upgraded.
when they're upgraded just
Yeah.
from looking at someone carrying them and like when you're checking out what they've got.
Yep.
So, but it's instant kill.
It's like it's a one hit
amazing.
kill.
Yeah.
It'll
it's-
down them right away.
Oh yeah.
No,
Like-
it's instant death.
Oh,
There's-
in
there's no down.
it'll down them in supply raid, but it won't kill them. Or sorry, it won't kill them in supply raid, but it'll kill them in
Survivor?
survivors.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
Huh.
like there.
We don't play supply raid. That's wuss.
Actually, you know what I've actually been doing lately is that I've been using the rifle and the 9mm. So
Oh, okay.
someone will roll up to you.
The
smoke
semi-automatic
them.
rifle or the
No, the
Hunting?
sniper rifle.
oh,
hunting
okay,
rifle,
okay.
yeah.
The hunting rifle, yeah, because it'll kill their armor in a single hit if they have armor.
Yep.
And then you can just unload on them with the 9mm. So, I mean, it works out really, really nice that way.
Look at Kumar.
The one
using
thing I wish
jargon now.
the one thing I wish about the hunting rifle is if it kind of had like a not aim down the scope mode.
Oh,
where you
yeah,
just
I
get
know
a
what you
reticle up on screen because it's
Yeah.
kind of disorienting. Because I don't feel like that scope has snap to
No, it
aiming
doesn't.
at all.
No.
So you can but it's kind of weird. You're never really trying to keep your aim focused in that game because you're kind of like looking around for stuff. So if someone runs up on you and you're like not pointed directly at them and you snap into the scope of the hunting rifle, you were looking like over there and then you're
Yep.
fucking dead.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times when I switched to the hunting rifle when I was playing with Devin, I find the hunting rifle reminds me so much of playing Gears of War with the long shot.
Yeah,
You're just kind of like looking around, you spot someone, so you just stopped right dead in the center of your screen. You like flick into scope mode. It's like perfectly on his face. You're like, all right, let's do this. But like,
It even like works the same way. 'cause
Yeah.
it's 2 shots to down or
Yeah.
like 1 headshot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like that hunting rifle, especially when you get that like perfect shot on their head or like hits their armor
And you
and
see
their
the
armor.
reticle flash with
Yeah.
like star
Yeah,
around
you're just like, yeah, it's the most satisfying like thing. And then the worst though is like I shot some guy on the snow level. He was up in the actual like balcony area, kind of like where I threw the Molotov. Shot him in the head, and then later on I went up there to go try and scope out somebody else. I looked at the wall behind where the dude is. That game sprays blood in the most realistic, horrifying manner ever across walls. Like it's terrifying. I was just like, I don't want to stand in this.
I just want to
world.
remind you of what you did, Sompy. That's all.
Yeah, you were a terrible person for playing this game.
So Kumar, how was it playing without a dedicated healing character?
It was kind of fun.
You break the shit out of that game.
It's so funny because someone will roll up, like they'll run at you, they'll sprint at you as soon as they've downed you. But between the time that it takes them to sprint over to you, Dan's already healed you and he's already aiming at exactly where they're going to be. So they turn the corner and they just get lit up by 2 people, including the person they just downed. So it's so broken.
The best is I got shot with a sniper, like I had armor on. Dude shot me in the chest with a sniper, and I crouched back down. And by the time I had finished reloading my rifle and stood back up, I was full health again.
That's the great thing about, I think, the way you can kind of like dynamically make classes in that game is that I'm not very good at shooting people in that game. Like I'm kind of terrible at the shooter part of that game, but I kind of through unlocking stuff kind of was able to make a healing class, and I can still like bring stuff back to my metagame like survivors because you get so many parts for healing people. So if I'm following one or two of you guys around and I can just bandage you all the time, I get 30 parts per like section of health that I heal you up, and then I don't really have to worry about killing people and getting rations because my like giant part total at the end
Makes
just
up for
turns into
cash.
rations, and then I can bring it back. So
It's pretty awesome. There's definitely been a couple of moments where you have saved my life pretty heavily.
well, I've got
I'm
the.
pretty sure
I
there's
can't
been
wait till I
several
get
that
the
he saved
next.
all of us.
I can't wait till I get the next ranks of those 2 healing abilities, the revive thing and the healer thing.
Oh, yeah.
'cause,
Super fast.
Yeah.
Super fast
Amazing.
revive and super fast heal.
Well, I already. If you look at my heal speed compared to anyone else's, it's just like a.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. That game is so good. What else you got?
Have you guys gotten through the single player at all yet, or no?
No, I'm a little bit farther. I was on one section where I had 1 revolver bullet, 5 arrows, and like a
Nice.
brick against 14 hunters.
Jeez.
It took me a little while to do that, but like there's this moment where I was crouching along and I hadn't listened in a while, and one guy walked into an alley that I was in, and you know that like the AI does that really good like recognition, then it calls out for alarm. Like it's not like immediately as soon as you're seeing it's tripped.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
threw a bottle at the guy and like picked up a brick on the way and smashed him in the face. And the whole time, Ellie's like screaming at me like, "Why are you doing this to him?" Just kind of like I put like after I knocked him down and like killed him, I like kind of like backed away from him. And was like, "I'm a horrible person. This game makes me feel terrible."
It's kind of a weird thing. We've already talked about
Yeah.
my view on this, but I kind of just don't care about the single player anymore. I
Yeah.
know I kind of want to. Someone put out.
I don't even blame you, Dan.
Kotaku posted it, and it's just someone made. The guy that did all the Assassin's Creed and Uncharted movies did a Last of Us movie.
Oh, really?
And it has all the it has basically it must have been on an easy run through, but it's like a perfect critical path run.
Oh, really?
And it kind of skips through gameplay parts that take a long time.
Yeah.
And then it has all the cutscenes, and it's 4 hours long. So I might just watch that.
Fair enough.
I highly suggest maybe bumping it down to easy and rolling through it yourself, because it is.
Actually,
I did. It still
speaking
takes
of-
me time.
Yeah, that's
so.
what I say.
Speaking of, the most entertaining playthrough that I had was playing through that on Easy Plus.
Yeah,
Just because you get to finally wreak havoc on the idiots who caused you problems in previous playthroughs, and it makes it so much more enjoyable when you get to experiment with the combat itself, because the combat system is so good.
Yeah, and
So
also
that was definitely the most fun I had.
And you were saying every time you picked up weapons, it was a clip and a half or something of bullets.
Oh,
It's
it
holy
was
shit.
stupid. It's so broken. You roll through a section where there's 10 clickers,
Yeah.
and 2 or 3 of them, I distinctly remember 2 or 3 of them dropping 6 or more shotgun shells.
Jesus. That's so messed up, but actually super awesome.
I would end up going into encounters.
It's a good final playthrough of that game.
Yeah, it really is. I'm done playing single player for that, and I mean I kind of know it inside and out now.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of how much more fun the multiplayer is after you've kind of seen the single player portion of it.
Yeah.
So they did such a good job. I can't say enough about how balanced it feels going from single player to multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a great job at doing that, for sure.
I might still just watch that movie though.
I managed.
Yeah,
It's worthwhile.
I want to
if you're
finish
getting
it.
your entertainment out of the out of the multiplayer, then I would absolutely.
I've
tell you to
played
watch.
3 or 4 hours of the single player, and I don't even know how many fucking hours of the multiplayer. So many, but I feel like I've got my $60 worth out of that game already.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I definitely agree
I'll
with
watch
you
the
on that.
story so that you guys can talk about it. But there's no multiple endings in that game compared to the stuff that you pick up or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
It's
I
just
I
a
just-
single story.
What I'm worried about is that, I don't know how watching that video would be, because I know it's 4 hours long, but I feel like the impact that you get from the ending and whatever everything that happens in the game is it's so much more if. I'm not saying because it's a long game you get attached to the characters, but it's because
No,
you feel like
I agree
you're the
with
one
you.
that
I
you're the
know
one
what
that
you're trying to
lived
say.
through everything that kind of went
The-
on with those characters. It
And
kind of
the
feels a bit
problem
more
with that
intense.
is that I'm having a lot of issues with the
yeah, level design, all that
level
shit.
design and the gameplay being just kind of not fun in single player. So
Fair enough.
even if I survive through all that, I'm still going to look back on it and be like, I didn't have any fun playing this game, but the story was good. I may as well just watch the story.
Yeah.
But
I don't need to get a trophy or anything saying that I completed it,
We're not Kumar.
but it would be nice to.
yeah. Oh yeah, I finally finished the game on Survivor.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And
And
it
you
unlocked
unlocked your
all my
trophies, yeah.
trophies.
Oh, that's good.
Sweet.
Yeah, after hearing that, what Kumar said is once you do New Game Plus on Survivor, you don't start with all your weapons and stuff. You have to regain them as you play through the game again.
Yeah, that's
kinda
so
makes
dumb.
me sad. I don't really want
Such
to
a
play.
terrible idea.
Yeah, I don't really want to play Survivor Plus right now, but we'll see. Maybe if I take another weekend where I'm bored, I might go through it again. But
It's such a weird departure from what New Game Plus has always been,
Yeah.
where you get to keep all your gear and you get to keep everything else. They let you keep the upgrades for your characters and whatnot and all that good stuff. And I think even your collectibles, carry over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you only get to use your weapon upgrades when you in the game collect the weapon again. So you don't get to start off with all your
okay.
gear from. And that was a frustrating thing to go through, especially when you're doing Survivor and Survivor Plus. It felt like the exact same playthrough twice.
That's kind of a disappointment.
Yeah.
but
It's definitely not like traditional New Game Pluses like in Borderlands and some other RPGs and stuff where it's just.
Well, I thought it was going to be like Resident Evil.
Hey, you
Like,
get
to
everything.
Keep all your,
Yeah,
you just get to keep all your weapons, and you go about playing it however you'd like.
you get the infinite ammo ones in Resident Evil.
Yeah.
the Infinite Ammo rocket launcher, which is equally parts dangerous to you as it is to the enemies.
Anyway, keeping on with the zombie stuff, I played some more Dead Island Riptide. Quickly, that game is still a lot of fun. I just like roaming around the environments a lot. However, similar to Dead Island 1, where you kind of get to a city place where it's just kind of not goes downhill, but it's okay, now it kind of feels like a bit of a slog or whatever. I'm still playing that with
the
one other
pacing
person.
changes significantly, or does
No,
it
it's just
slow down?
You feel
or-
okay, here we're going now we're going through the motions again. It's,
Oh,
for some
okay.
reason when you get to those moments in either Dead Island 1 and this one, you get that same feeling. So I've been co-oping it the entire time with Skin, somebody from the channel, and by the time we got to this town location, we sort of just there's side quests, but we get to this location. I look up a walkthrough. I'm like, okay, dude, we have like fucking 4 chapters left. This one has like 7 side quests. The other ones have like 2 and 3 or whatever. Which like, fuck those things. We're just like dead sprint towards the end of this game. So we're skipping all the extra shit now because what sucks is the levels are really cool to go and look around in, except for you don't really find anything too interesting other than like weapon mods.
Mm-hmm.
And the story's already kind of just
Garbage.
it's really fucking ridiculous right now. Like it's really shitty, but it's still a lot of fun to play, which kind of makes me sad that we're sort of rushing through it. But if we don't rush through it, there's no
You'll
fucking way
never
in hell.
finish
Yeah,
it.
we're never gonna finish that goddamn game. And yeah, I don't know.
What's going
Ain't
on
nothing
with
wrong with
State of Decay? By the way, speaking of zombies,
We haven't.
We haven't turned it back on.
There's
yet.
been so much
Jeez.
other shit that's been coming out, and
I bet
I'm
you
trying to play.
everybody's dead.
I'll turn it
and-
back on 2 or 3 years from now. I still haven't turned on my Animal Crossing cart.
Really?
kind of-
Oh man.
Ooh.
I'll do that like in front of you guys or something. So
Yeah.
you can just see how a
Case it
like,
just like loads up.
7-year-old town has gone to shit.
It's just that like person who talks to you when you're loaded up is just like a skeleton in like death. Just like
You mean Rossetti?
would it be Rossetti?
The one who loads it up after you restarted?
No. I mean, like, does somebody? I thought when you load up, it has still someone there. It's not like the assistant chick from the isn't there someone who's kind of like welcoming you back as you load up your game?
Man, I have no fucking idea.
I think that person's gonna be dead though. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. I want to play more State of Decay, but hearing that's gonna come to PC and that there's like patches slowly coming out and stuff, I kind of almost want to. I don't mind waiting. There's a lot of other stuff I want to get to and. That story in that game was kind of okay, but if I don't finish it, it's not like, holy shit, I need to finish that story. So, I don't know. State of Decay can wait.
There's no characters to get attached to because they are all expendable.
Yeah.
not to mention they're probably dead by now.
You skipped
Yeah.
a game that we both played, Riccio.
The what?
You skipped a game.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Just
I played a bit more Infamous 2, and I really want to finish that. That's like my new thing. After Killzone 3 finished, I was like, wait, I still have Infamous 2. Because it's like every time I turn off my PS3 or I get another game, I forget the things that have downloaded or installed to the PS3 that I really want to
So you
finish.
need to finish it.
Wait a
I
second.
didn't
Had you not played that before? Like when
Infamous
it
2?
yeah.
No, I never bought it. The only reason I have it is because of PlayStation Plus. And
Yeah.
yeah, I've never finished
I've never
it.
played it either, so I should probably do that.
Yeah, it's really good.
did you get it on PlayStation Plus before they
Yep.
cleared it? Because
Yep.
it's off now.
But man, Infamous is really weird.
Why is that?
It goes from like being super fun, and I kind of hate the Mash X climb around stuff, but
Yeah.
the combat can go from being like really cool and sort of like feeling like a shooter. The fact that it's like really responsive.
So like, why am I goddamn dying right
yeah,
now?
you're just like, woo, this is super sweet, and I'm like, oh, I was pushing those. Oh, okay, well, oh, fuck,
I found
died
that
again.
I found
Oh,
that with
oh, I died
Infamous
again.
1. So
It's still the same shit,
It's the
yeah.
same game,
Um,
basically.
That being said, it's really fun, especially when you unlock certain super powers that you can kind of hit by hitting down on the D-pad. I just got the first
Have
one.
you sub-powered yet?
I don't know what that means.
Okay, then don't worry about it.
So no.
Okay. That sounds cool though. I like that. I'm gonna keep my ears out for that. But no.
It'll be very obvious when it happens.
Okay.
You will know immediately what I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, to explain what I did have when I hit down the D-pad, now like a fucking tornado comes out of me, and that shit's fucking retarded. Like,
Oh, the giant like electron storm
Yeah.
tornado. Yeah, that
because
power
I
is really
go into
fucking
fights.
cool.
I go into fights and I'm just like, huh, and then it just kills everything. And then there's
I don't know if
usually
it
like
explains
another...
it to you, but you can guide it with the 6 axis.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, no, it didn't. Or I didn't pay attention. So once again, I was like, it was like 2 a.m. I was like, oh yeah, Infamous. Oh shit. And
Just like that, huh?
yeah, so I still need to finish that. I've been skipping like most of the side quests. Just that's another one
fine.
that
You
I'm
don't
also
really
just-
get
yeah.
anything
and I'm
out
not
of
doing
them.
any of the like character creation stuff.
Character. What?
Like
I don't
character
know how
creation.
that was received. Like, I don't really know if there was a big
content.
community
Oh.
behind that.
Like character creation. Yeah.
Yo, Hotline Miami on the
I don't know.
Vita. It's real good.
Yeah, it is. It's smooth. It's really 60 frames and crazy. Because of somebody. Okay, so MCP donated me something called Fist Puncher, which I had to try. Did not know it was an Adult Swim game. First of all,
Oh, it's
awesome.
Adult Swim?
It's Adult Swim. It's pretty much like Castle Crashers, but like
Adult Swim is just kind of publishing stuff now.
yeah, but it's kind of like Castle Crashers, but like super ridiculous. It pretty much starts off like
In what way? Like just over the top kind of thing?
it's
or-
really over the top. It's like I forget.
What are the characters' names? There's the Beekeeper, Dr. Karate.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't remember
That's
the other
awesome.
ones.
Oh, what's the one with the pun in her name?
There's one Steroid Jackson,
What's the fourth one?
I
The
can't
pun in your
remember.
name.
I can't remember. There's Robot Unicorn.
Something Fist-Gerald is what it is.
Oh yeah, the chick.
Yeah.
I can't
Fist
remember.
Gerald?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Rosa Fist-Gerald or something.
Oh. Interesting.
But
and then your favorite character.
the Robot Unicorn.
It's a robot unicorn.
Yeah, it's from Robot Unicorn Attack.
That's fucking awesome.
And what's funny is,
Awesome
Dan,
game,
did you
too.
see me play this when I was playing it, or did
Yeah.
you? Okay,
I
so
watched because it was leading up to the next game.
yeah, so just like Castle Crasher, when you level up, you kind of get 2 points to spend into like strength and all that stuff. But
Yep.
one that you can get with Robot Unicorn is wishes.
The beekeeper has that same thing. By the way,
Is it?
'cause
Okay.
It's bees.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you can get wishes, and wishes, what they are is you can shoot fairies out
Okay.
by just holding like right trigger and hitting X, and you kind of just fairies. But the thing is, like, if you keep pumping points into that, I can have like 15 fairies out now, and they fly out and they just kind of like roam around and just like attack the nearest person, and they do like a decent amount of damage, and you can just keep 15 out at all times. So
It uses up like MP.
Yeah, but that comes
it
back fast
so
enough.
fast,
Yeah.
so who cares?
So I just played like most of the levels just walking forward and have like all 50 of my things just like go into someone and like just insta kill them, and then just kind of keep just sending more fairies out and just murdering everybody. That game
Nice.
was really
But it's not
silly.
even like the fairies die upon contact. to
No,
hurt
no,
them.
they do.
It's like
They
you just have so
there's
many
there's
that
just
it's
so many
not
coming. Yeah,
noticeable?
so they die in contact. But I'm just like, yeah, just keep going, and it'll warn you when you have none, because your dude will start punching. So just it's kind of easy to play, but it's
the
really
beekeeper
silly.
has. I watching Matt play. I've seen the beekeeper play before.
Yeah.
And it's basically the same.
the same thing. Okay, I figured, yeah. But yeah, no, that game is really silly. I just wanted to mention it because the name like Fist Puncher is kind of fucking hilarious. Do we want to talk about? I've tried something called
Yeah.
Unepic, which was
Sorry, what's
donated.
it called?
Unepic.
Unepic? Okay.
Yeah. UN Epic, all one word. This was donated by Kino from the channel.
On the fly.
On the
during
fly,
cast.
people were like, "You got to play this." I'm like, "I don't really have the money." Okay, we're gonna play it, everyone. So
Nice.
it's like D&D, like people sitting down from D&D, and then you kind of go into the world as one of the characters, and it's like a side-scrolling Castlevania kind of game,
cool.
but super unforgiving, and saves are kind of also few and far
Wonky.
between.
Well, it is
Yeah.
early access right now.
Well, it's early access only for the multiplayer. The single player is 100% done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's really silly. It's really easy to die by like traps. Like you just walk forward and be like, "Hey, you should hit this way." Oh no, brick killed you. Restart. It's like, oh, okay, fucking great.
Nice.
And it'll kind of be a huge dick most of the time, but the game is kind of funny, and
Well,
it's
also
really interesting.
the language
Yeah.
setting. So this game was developed. It's either by Portuguese or Spanish
Yeah.
developers, but in the game they have it translated into a bunch of languages. But something that they've included is something called Un-English, which is their rough draft
Oh, really?
of their English translation
Yeah.
that they wrote.
That sounds real good.
And so it's
pretty
kind of
bad.
just like really broken sentences and like
That sounds pretty phenomenal.
rather than like spot on gaming references. Like I've Giant Bomb did a quick look of it, and so I saw it played in both. But there's a point where he talks about like the line in English is like, "I hope Belmont doesn't come around and like hit out these candles or whatever."
Yeah.
But in the Un-English, it says, "I really hope the dude from Castlevania doesn't come by." It's just like,
Whip
Just
out all that, yeah.
straight up blatant, like.
well, no, like, they're both references, but the Un-English one is just kind of like, I don't remember his name right now, so just fucking write this down. Like that's.
But
That's pretty phenomenal,
the,
actually.
the game is really silly. The writing is kind of like really fucking dumb, but like kind of super funny. And like the stuff that's happening.
I've heard like kind of just like lame things about
Yeah.
the proper English translation. So
Yeah.
the gem in playing it is the
on
Un-English.
English. But like it's really dumb. Like they'll address really stupid shit. Like just talk about the dude. Like he goes to the bathroom and then he takes a piss and then the lights go out and then that's how he gets like teleported into the D&D
But
world.
yeah, he keeps talking about like, oh, they must have slipped a drug in my drink or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I'm peeing all over myself. Like just really stupid shit. Also, when you unequip all your armor, your guy's naked with like penis and everything.
Oh, really? Just,
dingly dangling.
Dingly dangling.
But it's pretty fucking retarded. It's so much fun though. Like and the fact that there's multiplayer that you can kind of play through custom storylines and there's crazy boss fights, you level up, you get loot, you get to sell your loot to stuff as well, and there's all
For
sorts
a
of
second, I
crazy
thought you
shit.
said lube. I was so
No, you get to get
confused.
lube. No,
Get lube everywhere.
but no, it's
it is a Metroidvania game,
Yeah.
and even says so.
and
The
it's
difficulty selection.
$9 or $8 right now because it's on
$8,
sale,
yeah.
and then or something like that. But it's pretty cool on Epic. It's on Steam, I should mention. But yeah,
Yes.
it's really cool. Doesn't work too well with the mouse and doesn't work too well with the controller because there's hotkeys, but the hotkeys you need to use the keyboard. So what I have right now is I'm moving around with the controller, and then I kind of take my left arm off and just mash a button.
Weird.
Bind stuff to the D-pad.
You can, except for in the hotkey binding menu, you can't do like 1 through like the number keys and the skipping through stuff isn't on that. You can't bind to that, which sucks. Which makes me sad.
Well, no, if you can bind stuff to like left triggers. You can bind stuff to the triggers and the D-pad, and then but when you hit like bind, you just hit that button and it does it.
I was trying that and it wasn't letting me. I was getting super angry with that. But I could have been just really tired and be like, I don't fucking understand what's happening because I was pretty out of
During
my
the
mind.
quick look, they just did it.
Really?
So.
God damn it. Maybe there's some other
Your
stuff.
copy is obviously broken.
Of course.
Yep.
Of course. But yeah,
The
on Epic,
Riccio version of the game just doesn't fucking work and you fall through walls.
yeah, on Epic is really sweet. You guys should probably check it out. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Multiplayer is awesome. I don't know. I just like multiplayer stuff.
I didn't watch any of the multiplayer.
No, it's clearly everything takes like way more hits to kill, and there's way more points where you'll kind of walk up to something and you'll just instantly die and have to restart. Kind of like you don't restart the level, but your dude spawns back at the start of the level and you kind of have to run back through everything.
Is it still? So is
fantastic.
it like it's like separate levels?
Yeah,
not...
it's separate storylines. There's writing for each. There's 7 levels currently in multiplayer, but they're currently adding more and all that stuff.
Okay.
But they all have storylines. Like you have them sitting down at their D&D table again, and then just getting back into it. And as you're doing stuff through the multiplayer levels, there's constantly chatter of like the DM kind of going like, oh yeah, okay, you guys want some loot? Well, here's a ladder that's there now. Go and use that ladder if you want. And you usually go up there and you die. And then he's like, that's for fucking asking for shit, asshole. And you're like, oh, well, what the hell? But it's really fun. It's pretty cool.
on Epic.
On Epic.
Speaking of D&D type stuff,
Yeah.
the new Borderlands 2 DLC came out.
Pretty
Oh
sweet.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Tiny Tina's.
I have the season.
Assault on Dragon's Keep.
Yeah.
Have you guys tried it out yet, or?
Yeah,
Yes,
I've
we
only-
are actually about the same distance.
Yeah, by like
into
in
it, just-
half an hour to an hour in or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of just about to leave that first town.
I want to say the music in that DLC is the
Oh,
fucking best. thing.
Phenomenal.
Oh my god.
Like Borderlands music in each of their DLCs continues to knock it out of the park.
Oh really? Whoever's
Like
doing
the Captain Scarlet stuff was all like kind of pirate themed
Yeah.
versions of the original stuff.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Torg stuff was, what did you do?
Windows 8. Continue, Dan. We just got a gift of something. I'm just gonna read that out whenever I check. We go on, Dan.
I don't even remember. Okay, right.
Something
the
about
music.
audio
The
music is real good.
The Mr. Torg stuff was the same as the original music, which is just fine. What was? I didn't play much of the Hammerlock stuff because it kind of just like.
Oh, we lost
lost
Kumar. Everything's going horrible.
This podcast is done.
Yeah, mute that. I'm gonna call him back.
Okay. Yeah, the Hammerlock stuff I kind of skipped most of. I haven't finished it because
I haven't actually done the Hammerlock DLC yet.
no, that's fine. I kind of burnt out when I got up to it because I played the first 2 DLCs. I finished
Kinda
off
like
most of
back-to-back?
Captain Scarlet and all of the Mr. Torg's Campaign of Carnage,
I like Torx.
and then started Hammerlocks. And I was like, okay, I'm done with Borderlands for now.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I just finished Torx DLC today. It was really funny, I think, at the start and everything, but like as was going on in that DLC, by the end of it, I was like, okay, Torque, you guys shut the fuck up. We just gotta finish this now. 'Cause every
Well,
line-
that's the charm of that DLC. It doesn't.
Doesn't get any better.
The gameplay is nothing to write home about. Each of the DLCs has its own neat thing. So Captain Scarlet's had some
Yo,
cool,
fuck
some
you,
cool
Kumar.
guns and stuff, and
He just got first place. Like he's ranked number 1 on a level in Hotline Miami.
decadence.
wow.
But
Yeah. So Captain Scarlet DLC had some cool guns that you get out of it, and they've all got like weird different curses and pirate theme stuff.
By
on
a
them.
Yeah.
huge amount.
the curses really fucking suck, though. Makes most of those weapons really pointless.
I have an SMG from the pirate DLC that shoots bullets in like a seagull
Yeah, that was pretty
wave.
cool.
That one's pretty cool.
The shield that you get is the most garbage thing I've ever seen because it has like a decent amount of health or shield, but the second it dies, your fucking respawn bar is like. So it's I didn't realize it was that. I was like, why am I dying so much, guys? For the entire DLC, I was so pissed off. I was like, oh my god.
So your respawn's like instantaneous?
Well, it's not that your respawn is instantaneous. Is that no one has a chance to res you because you go down in your fucking like fight it out bar. It's just like, it's done. Just good luck.
Oh wow, that
Um,
sucks.
Yeah.
Then the thing about Torg's Campaign of Carnage was the writing in that was really good.
Yeah.
It was just kind of more Borderlands 2. It wasn't really anything
Oh, okay,
especially
wasn't-
different, but
what-
the character of Mr. Torg
Yeah,
is
good.
fucking fantastic.
Once again,
Would you recommend me trying to go back and play those DLCs?
yeah,
Yeah, the Hammerlock one is they added kind of like different enemies,
Okay.
which they did in this Tiny Tina one as well. But the Hammerlock one it's kind of just very tame, and it's not you hardly ever fight dudes.
All right.
You mostly fight like weird creatures and stuff.
okay,
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of it. It's just a ton of Hammerlock hunts, and there's
Cool.
like a weird subplot with Handsome Jack worshippers or something like that. They all wear his like face mask thing. And then Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep is just
fantastic so far.
like almost like a total conversion of the game.
Oh,
basically.
really?
Yeah. And it's basically like you're playing a game of bunkers and badasses, as they call
Of
it,
bunkers and badasses.
where Tiny Tina is your DM.
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
your bunker master, your BM.
Bunker Master, yeah. But God, it's just her. If you like the character Tiny Tina, that is just same with the Torg stuff. She was in that a bunch too. She is just all of her jokes just knock it out of the park. I feel like it's just fantastic.
Nice.
She's an awesome character, though.
Yeah, Kumar, have you tried this new DLC at all?
I haven't. I don't even think I've downloaded it yet.
You will immediately
We should
love it.
We should point out that it does come with the season pass in case people missed out on that part of that.
Yeah, it is the
so it's
final.
free if you've got
it is
that.
the final season pass
Nice.
content.
Well, that's good because I got the season pass and the game for less than the cost of.
Yeah,
Games.
Actually, I think
same
all of
with
us did.
Yeah.
We all got it for like $35 or something.
Green
Yep.
Man Gaming.
What I'm happy about so far is that the new Tiny Tina DLC seems really good. At like by the end of the Torg DLC, I kind of want it to be done, and then the way the kind of final boss sort of appears in the Torg DLC, I was super glad to see. Like, okay, fuck, God, thank God it's over. But the setting and everything that's kind of going on in the Tiny Tina DLC so far is just like, okay, fuck it, I would do more hours of this, like no problem. Just keep throwing random weird shit
and the
at me.
way I'm gonna spoil the first little opening part of that game, but she is kind of she's got dialogue with Lilith and Brick and Mordecai
Yeah.
Okay.
as they're playing the game
Yeah.
with her, and so she's kind of like you were never talking to her throughout the course of this game. It's always
Okay.
just the four of them talking,
Yeah.
and they're kind of just playing a game of D&D, but you see the kind of world change around you as it happens. So you get to, like, you get off the boat that you were on.
Yeah, yeah.
And she starts describing this town, and she's saying, like, oh, it's all pretty, and there's rainbows and stuff. And then Lilith says, well, hey, didn't some sorcerer come and ruin all this? Like, why are you saying it's all pretty and nice and stuff? She's like, oh, right, okay, so it's crappy and it smells like butts. And so then, like, all, like, the scenery changes and everything becomes darker, and then your character goes like, this is kind of crappy and smells like butts. But
Okay.
she keeps changing stuff like that.
That
and
sounds
it's
pretty
just-
phenomenal.
It's all really good.
Yeah.
Sounds really good.
And it's all new enemies too and stuff. You're fighting skeletons and stuff,
Weird
which are
shit.
kind
I
of
don't think
annoying
there's a game
actually
that
because they
actually
got
has more
shields.
comedic writing.
And what's that?
I was just gonna say, I don't think there's a game that's come out recently that has more comedic writing than Borderlands.
Yeah.
I feel like the DLCs have really like it's been certain characters like Torg and Tiny Tina are definitely the highlights.
Torg
of
is
that.
Torg is just unreal.
Just yelling shit all the time.
Yeah.
The joke. Okay, he appears in this Tiny Tina DLC.
I was kind of
Yeah.
sad about that for a while. I as much
Well,
as I enjoyed
guess
his
'cause
yelling.
you just played Torg
Yeah, I was
DLC.
like, enough of your fucking yelling. God damn it. Yeah.
But his like he gives you a series of 3 quests at the kind of beginning-ish of that DLC, and the third quest that he gives you that you don't actually have to do is really fucking fantastic. Just because the way they work the humor into that game and actually pop stuff up on your objective bar when people say stuff is just it's so good.
So I just want to give a quick little shout out, I guess, to Strong Susan the channel, who just donated something that I guess we'll be checking out at some point whenever it comes out. It's Interstellar Space Marines, which I was talking to Devin about actually earlier.
Oh shit! I want.
So but he gave us a poem though with the gift. So he says, "Dear Jabberwocky, 'twas brilling and the slithy toves did gear and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogos and the mome rats outgrabe. Beware the jab."
Wow,
Buckle up, Sironks.
that's awesome.
Like,
Good stuff.
Thank you, sir.
I need to get that game.
Oh wow.
Well, with that, I think we're done talking about games we've played.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
I
bust
think
out
so.
some news.
I'm trying to think. I played more Animal Crossing. Town's going okay.
Good for you.
Tom
fine,
Nook
it's
hasn't
fine.
broken your legs yet.
No broken of the legs yet. Oh, I played War Z, Infestation Stories.
I don't want to talk about
Nah.
that. That looks
Yeah, it's
No.
wow.
No.
The
So news. Plans for Zombie 2 was
the animations
back.
for the beatdowns in that game. I think Devin can speak for that.
Oh
and
my
it was just
God,
like,
it
flashlight,
is
flashlight,
atrocious.
flashlight,
It's just
flashlight,
really brutal, or what?
It is the worst
It is
priority.
a bad game.
It's the worst priority of animations ever.
You
and
walk
it
up
is
to a zombie.
fucking atrocious.
You walk up to a zombie and you hold left click. If you're fighting one single zombie, and this is at least when you start off.
I don't give a fuck, Riccio.
You just mash in their face and it takes like 10-15 seconds to kill a zombie. Unless
But,
you have a
like-
bat, which was like 2-3 hits, but every hit stuns them, so you just kind of sit there and you're just waiting. You don't have to move. You're just like
So you just keep pressing the button kind of
you
thing?
just hold
Yep,
it down. Yeah,
hold
you
it
just
down.
You just hold it down.
So you're sitting there for like a good 10-15 minutes killing one zombie.
Yep.
It's not
Basically.
Nice.
that long, but yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. It's
Quality gameplay right there.
you know what's stupid is doing that shit. I'm kind of enjoying myself, so I might slowly play a bit more. Never dropping money into that. Fuck that.
You sure?
You did buy it.
I did buy it, yeah, but that's when I thought it was gonna be good because I pre-ordered it a long time ago. I played enough Neverwinter online to get to level 30 now, so I'm halfway to the cap. Very kind of on the fence about putting more money into it. Every time I load it up, I'm like, I really just want to buy one bag. I just want to buy a bag. I know it's $6, but the bigger one's $10. Maybe if I just put $10 into this game.
No.
But I'm not doing it yet. Or
Don't.
I'm like, oh wait, no. Or I can put $10 and buy keys, and then the keys maybe I can get a pet. The pet's super expensive. It's like $25. But if I spend that $10, maybe I can get it in the freeze. And anyways,
It's free to play is starting to grab you a little
it's
bit.
all the stupid thing is it's not like I feel forced to do it. Like I don't need any of that shit. But it's just I keep looking at it, I'm like, I'm kind of enjoying the game. I kind of want to put some money to be like, thanks. I'm having a really great time right now.
Oh man.
But going through that, I'm like, oh, I don't want to spend $10. No, wait. What if I do 20? Then I can get the bag and I can get the keys. But no, $20 seems a little bit too much. But no, wait, it's
Got you hooked,
25.
man. They've got you hooked.
But it's like, but I need $21 to be able to get more keys. But then the only amount I can buy is 25. So what do I do with the $4? And I'm just like, I can't. So I just close it. And I'm like, we'll figure this out later. I'm just gonna play the game right now.
Someday down the road, you're like, okay, I got this planned out.
I'll be like, you guys, I need a down payment for something. Like, just give me $1,000. I need keys. I need some goddamn keys. Goddamn it. But no, that game is really fun. Yeah, I really goddamn love Neverwinter. I tried to go back to Guild Wars 2. That game, I'm so sorry. I enjoy when I'm bored as hell and I just want to run around like a world that looks really amazing and has some cool storyline things you can like happen upon. But that game is also boring as fuck to play alone. Because
Really?
like I went in, I'm like, oh yeah, this world was super cool, and I just kind of ran off for like half an hour. And I'm like, yeah, I found a site thing, and oh, there's like a random quest thing happening, and I was like, and I just died. I'm like, really, nothing.
Guild Wars, the sightseeing tour.
I want to go back to Neverwinter, where it's a bit more actiony.
Guild Wars, the sightseeing tour.
What you're saying is that we should all try Neverwinter.
You should all try Neverwinter. I'd be totally down for that. If you guys ever want to play, the PvP is
All right.
actually really fun. The classes are
Is
really
there
cool.
Molotovs?
There is not Molotov. You can light the ground on
I'm
fire as a mage.
Yeah, I'm out.
You can throw a fireball that lights the ground on fire. So pretty much it's a Molotov without
Can
the
I break
cloth
the game
alcohol.
by healing people?
Yes. The healing class is actually what I am, and it is very easy to just be like, yeah. What we would do in the PvP is that you can capture points like Battlefield, sorry, or Call of Duty, I guess as well. So I have the rest of my team capturing 2 points, and then I'll just go stand on the enemy's 1 point and just sit there and just like fucking heal myself. So if they have to pull like 3 dudes off to come and kill me, so I'm like, yeah, just
You
go for
can
it.
out heal
Yeah, I'm just like-
two characters
Well,
attacking you?
It's because when I
Is that
attack-
what you're saying?
when I hit people, I get health, and I constantly because when I hit people, it builds up like an Uber charge meter, which I can use to then
Are
like
you playing
cast-
like a cleric or like a
Yeah,
paladin?
cleric, a cleric,
Okay,
a
yeah.
cleric. So I'm just like casting things on them, like, oh, my bar is full. I'll just look away from them, heal myself with a massive heal that heals me over time. Put something on the ground where I take less damage, and I'm just like just knocking them back, so it takes a while for them to come back. Well, it's like just being a fucking huge asshole.
Oh.
And the funny thing is, sometimes,
Not even really hurting them that much.
but the thing is, sometimes it takes so long that I almost kill them, so they have to run away. They're like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna come back in a second. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep healing because the game doesn't have
That's
mana.
MP recharge. Oh wait,
It doesn't have mana. It just
all
has like
cooldowns?
yeah, it's just cooldowns. So it's
Oh
like,
my
you have
God,
10
there's
seconds
no
to use this
mana.
again. It's like, oh, you can only heal 4 times, but the cooldown to build up those 4 charges is 15 seconds per charge. So you're just kind of like, yeah, no, just keep doing this. Just keep. Oh, you're getting me kind of low. I'm just gonna run away a bit, knock you guys back, heal. All right.
so
come
what
back.
you're saying
It's
is that
just
if you
fucking-
had an
I love it.
entire team of PvP clerics,
You would do shit.
you would No, but wouldn't you win? Because it's
No,
point based?
It's point based because you have to capture the points. But if somebody is standing on the point with your team, you don't get points from that.
So
you have to like actually.
what you're
kill
telling
people.
me is you need to have
But if you
three.
mad dash to all the points, and then you're saying a cleric can fend off 2 to 3 people on his own.
Well, you don't kill. It takes me like 10 minutes. to
No, but
murder
you
one
can
dude.
hold them back.
Yeah, but if they like if they were to split off and then like just keep one dude and like you'd slowly whittle that one dude down, you'd win, but it would take so fucking long.
So what you're telling me is you need 3 clerics and 1 dude with a sword just back. and
One-
forth.
one
It's 5
DPS
people.
guy.
2 DPS. It's 5 people. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. It's
How many points on the map?
3.
We're gonna optimize.
Usually
Okay,
3.
so 3 clerics and a DPS and a tank.
Yes,
Okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun actually, and it's pretty easy to level up. Every time you do a PvP match, it gives you like pretty much almost a level worth of stuff. And every hour, if you go
Great,
to a
we're
fire,
gonna cheese the fuck out of it. So
And-
that's
and-
how we're gonna level.
Here's the best part: is every hour, if you go up to a
Problem
fire,
solved.
if you every hour if you go up to a fire and you pray to your god thing, like your deity or something, to get like some buffs and free money and all this crazy shit, it gives you even more experience. So you're just like PvPing, and it's like, oh, let's do some 2 matches. Oh, sweet, I gained a level. Oh, sweet, my timer ran out. Boom, another like level, pretty much. It's just fucking, it's great. It's so much fun. I don't even.
All right, so we're gonna cheese the multiplayer.
Yeah, like if
we
you
need
guys,
looking for 5th DPS.
if ever you guys are kind of sitting around, and you're like, man, I kind of want to play an MMO, but I don't want to pay money. Neverwinter is actually pretty fucking.
So
awesome.
what you're telling me is I should.
It's too bad that I usually hate MMOs.
Yeah, no. It's actually actiony enough to feel like a third-person action game.
It's Neverwinter.
Well,
I'm gonna write that down so I remember it.
Anyways, Kumar, do you got anything you want to say for games, or we moved on to news?
Nope, let's move on to news, man.
Sweet. As Devin was saying before I rudely cut him off with Infestation Survivor Stories,
Ugh.
Plants vs. Zombies 2 has been delayed. It is no longer launching on June 18th. It no longer has a date.
It is now when it's done.
It is now when it's done.
Great.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Mind you, I guess it kind of makes sense, and it's not even that surprising.
Yeah.
Saddening,
I
but
like
not
how
surprising.
in that screenshot it is just fucking blatantly a grid.
Yeah. They said it's still going to be due out this summer, though, so that does kind of help. But
So maybe it's just a month or 2. Maybe
um,
it's like a day.
yeah,
July 19th.
it could happen. Or 16. Now they're just like, let's get rid of that date. Let's launch it now.
I'm gonna download it right now.
What do you, Plants vs. Zombies.
Neverwinter?
I thought you were doing Plants vs. Zombies. Like, how the fuck did you do it? What'd you all right, another news. Pixel Junk Monsters, which is an awesome game I used to play. It's the
Yay!
first game I ever bought for my PS3. Actually, no, well, Metal Gear
It's the
Solid
first
4.
game I ever bought for my PSP.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
because mine was a pack-in with Metal Gear Solid 4 for the PS3. The first thing I bought was this because it was super fun to co-op, and it was the first thing my brother and I got like really into. Was after a
Pixel
while.
Junk.
It's good. Anyways,
So it has 2 versions right now. It has a PSP version with some kind of like gameplay improvements and stuff
Yeah.
on it, and the PS3 version, which was the original with some like level DLC.
yeah, which
Alright,
you could
so-
play on your PSP if you do remote play. You can play on the screen. I did that for a few nights.
But
It's a little dumb.
this Ultimate Edition will have.
It's on the Vita.
It's launching on the Vita. It's going to have new improved graphics. It's going to have trophies, and it's going to have all the PS3 and PSP content.
Oh, nice.
included in it.
So is it like a tower defense?
Yeah, it's really
Yes.
good. It is very hard though. Super sweet. I hope
Oh
it
yeah,
has co-op.
it's super
though.
difficult.
I hope it has co-op though, because that'd be really
I
fun
don't
to play.
see why it
online.
wouldn't.
But I mean,
The PSP
sorry,
had online co-op.
rephrase that. Online co-op.
The PSP version had online co-op.
Yep. It says it in there.
How much is this?
It's not out yet.
It's not. Is it out? Can I get it? Okay. Well, anyways, Pixel Junk Monsters Ultimate HD is announced.
Excite.
Get psyched. So apparently, in random news, the PS4, you know how when it launches, it won't have the PlayStation Eye camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, they did that because the initial price that they wanted to launch at was $499 with the camera, and then because they dropped it, they brought it down to $399. Camera $60 separate.
What the fuck?
Weird.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But what's crazy is that I was reading something that made a
Well,
point.
it's probably so they didn't just launch at like $339.
Yeah.
Fucking just cut that extra $40.
But what sucks
Make it
is
sound good.
yeah, what sucks is unlike the Xbox One, that's kind of shipping automatically with the Kinect, which is kind of crappy, kind of good depending on what your stance is on it. The fact that it is shipped with everything means that every game can kind of do something with it if they want, because they'll know that
Because
everybody.
the system needs it.
Yeah. So what sucks is now the PS4 maybe no one's gonna really use that camera.
But at the same time, I don't care.
Yes,
Yeah.
but then again, do you really care about it? But
I don't care
It's
about the
neat.
Kinect either. So
I'll probably pick it up just for fun at some point. But
Yeah.
if something like comes out, it's like, yeah, with our game we did something kind of cool with it. I'll be like, that's kind of sweet. Or if it hooks up to my PC and I know it works that way, fuck it, day one purchase. $60 for a crazy double HD camera. Like,
It's a
fucking-
double HD camera?
It's like
got two
two
cameras.
1080p. Yeah,
Ooh.
it's insane. So whatever.
$60
Double
for
D
that.
camera.
Double D. It's not important. They put out screenshots for Dragon Age Inquisition.
Oh, okay.
Looks like Mass Effect 3 engine.
Wonderful.
But you don't care.
That's kind of cool.
State of Decay got still is awaiting release in Australia. However, the build that they sent got
Was
blocked.
refused
Was
classification.
yeah. So what they announced is that that was the original news. It was like, okay, State of Decay is not coming out in Australia, and then
Did
Undead
you hear why?
because no, actually, I think it was just
It was drug
drugs.
use.
That's right, drug use.
Oh, really?
So then now what Undead Labs said is that they're going to be editing a separate version and then submitting a new copy that should be able to pass those restrictions.
Oh, nice.
So there's still a chance. It just depends on when they'll be able to get around to
Well, all they
fucking
probably
with
have
it
to do
and-
is just change all the different drug names to
just milk.
low heal,
Yeah,
medium heal.
exactly. Instead, yeah, 'cause that's right. They use like actual pill names and everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. And there's like a shit ton of different ones. We lost Kumar again. You want to mute and I'll call him back. Perfect. Yeah, so that's good news because I don't know. Then again, I think when the PC version was going to come out, it's probably going to be easy for them to still grab it on like Steam or something.
Yep.
Yeah, anyways, that's kind of cool. BioShock Infinite's DLC, Ken Levine said that it's still going to be a really long time before we see the first
Well, the
actual
reason he
story
commented
DLC.
on this is because they released the pre-order.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The
That
kind of
shows-
standard thing that games do now, where it's like, here's all the pre-order and collector's edition
Yeah,
stuff
the Songbird
for like
stuff and all
$10 or whatever.
Yeah. So they didn't tease when it was going to happen, but it will. It'll be out way later, apparently. Ways off.
Oh wait, I'm happy.
Yep.
So
I didn't finish it yet, so
what I'm hoping is that the DLC is going to take too long to come out, and then by the time it comes out,
not gonna play it.
it won't be. Not that it won't play it. It's just that it's going to lose its steam to the point where you're going to get excited for it, you're going to play it, and then it's just going to be like, huh. So
Yeah.
there's that. Something. Oh yeah, same thing with Saints Row the 4th.
Yeah,
Alien
I keep calling it
Probe?
that because I like
Yeah, well,
I like
that's-
the
yeah.
in it. Anyway, Saints Row 4 also got refused classification
Alien anal.
due to alien anal probe. Was this also in Australia or was this in Germany?
Phenomenal.
No, it's Australia.
It's Australia as well. So Saints Row 4 will not be available in Australia for the time being, unless they also do that thing where they're going to change it up. How would you change an anal probe? Just
To a
You just take
laser
them out, I
beam.
guess.
Just
Yeah.
to a laser beam, I guess.
probably. Yeah.
Non-anal probe.
There's that. And another sort of not really news, Routine, which is a kind of space scary game that was teased last year at some point, I want to say. That they showed this really kind of slow motion sort of panning 0G shot with diskettes and like this random stuff. They finally showed some gameplay for it, and it looks pretty crazy.
It's got great graphics.
Yeah, great graphics, great atmosphere, and apparently what they're trying to do for the game is it's going to be a space station that if you kind of go into it, there's no saving, so I think, or maybe there's checkpoints until you die, but the second you die, you completely restart. And I think from what it sounded like they're trying to do with this game is that it's a space station that every player, I don't know if it's randomly generated or the enemies or the mutants or the robots or whatever the hell's in there also is like randomly generated where that stuff is. But apparently the station is going to be so big that what they want to do is not sort of like they did with Fez, but where the community kind of gets together to kind of puzzle things together. But they want people to go into it and kind of keep throwing themselves at it until people can uncover parts of the story and then talk amongst themselves to be like, okay, well, I learned this in this part of the space station, but I don't really know what this password goes for. Like, did you guys try it in this side? Okay, well, I'm going to go try and do a run really quick and test out. Oh, I didn't make it. I died. And like, you kind of try and piece what the hell the story is by people talking about it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure if you try to go solo, like, you can still do it. By no means are they trying to force you to only do it that way, but I think they want to kind of spark this sort of community thing where,
Like kind of what Fez had.
yeah, kind of like Fez, but sort of in a map out where things are and then talk about like, okay, I know the key to this thing is here, but you guys already know the code, so if we go straight towards, or I don't know what they want to do. But
Should be interesting.
yeah, the routine gameplay is
And what's the best part about that is the frame rate on your gun.
yeah, the frame rate on your gun is like 2 frames a second, which
Because it's like 80s technology.
yeah, and well, the gun, I should say, it has a camera on it, and that's what you use to kind of see night vision. So you kind of bring it up to the middle of the screen, and then it's like playing like very slowly. So if something's running at you, you kind of see it slowly tick towards you. Very like, it's terrifying. It sounds really dumb, but it's kind of terrifying.
Yep.
Um,
Well, that robot that you saw in the gameplay trailer was pretty fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
And sounded
the
pretty
sound is crazy, yeah,
beastly.
and it's cool. I'm excited to see what they'll do with it.
I'm excited to watch you play because I don't play horror games.
Yeah, what's terrifying is once it kind of ends and it shows like the not credits, but the sort of information about the game, it says Oculus Rift on it,
Yep.
which sounds like that's going to be absolutely ridiculous to play with on Oculus Rift.
I
on
really
your
hope the
face
Oculus
with-
Rift takes off more and it becomes integrated into like a lot of games.
Well, I know they made enough money now to make it a commercial thing, so I hope. Yeah, I hope
I'm
more
gonna buy
people-
one. Like it's as simple as that. I really am disappointed that I didn't kickstart it. I had the opportunity.
Well, now you can
to.
get the better version of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this
So-
new version is going to be like 1080p, and the other thing to realize is that it's like a 3D display. too,
Yeah,
so-
I know. Like that's why I really want it because how fucking awesome would that be to strap in a VR helmet for a terrifying game?
You could probably like mod it into a helmet as well. Like,
Oh, yo.
So that's it for news. Moving on to releases.
okay,
Yo, I just.
Next week we've
had some idea chills.
Yeah, buddy, because I can get a hold of some really nice like 5.1 virtualized headphones, like surround sound headphones. That would be fucking awesome with that.
There you go.
so
Oh,
next
quickly before we do new releases, Razer released this like
yeah, stereo headset.
the like
7.1.
virtual 7.1 surround sound
Yeah.
thing that it makes any stereo headphones
Oh, really?
simulate 7.1 surround.
Yeah.
How much is it?
Free. It's free until December 31st, and then you have to pay $20 for it.
Or
Or you
just
can-
off the Razer website?
Yeah, or you
Yep.
can hit
What's it-
download and pay to send it to a Child's Play charity. You can pay them. So, pretty cool. I wanted to mess around with it, but I was afraid because the way I cast and stuff, I'm afraid of it altering the sound in a way that
I downloaded the EXE just
Yeah,
to
same.
have it,
That's
and
actually-
What's it called?
Razer
Surround Synapse. There you go.
surround something.
Kind of cool. But anyway, so next week in releases, we have Velocity Ultra for the PlayStation Vita. We also have Farming Simulator for the PlayStation Vita.
There's a demo out for that right now.
Yeah, I guess go try that out. I don't know how that'd be. Actually, Farming Simulator on PC had crazy online co-op stuff.
Well,
I wonder if that's present.
I
That'd be cool. Maybe we'll see.
maybe try that.
Sneezing.
I'll boot up the demo right after this podcast finishes, and we'll check it out.
The Velocity?
No, Farming Simulator.
Oh, Farming Sim.
Actually, maybe I should do that right now so we can confirm things on the podcast.
Sure, do that. So Mortal
Is it
Kombat.
for the Vita?
Yes. The Mortal Kombat Complete Collection is also going to be available for PC
Oh, nice.
starting next week. So, boom.
That's kinda
I'm
surprising.
playing that on
Also,
my Vita. So
$29 for the PC version. And
that's
I
really
think
good.
at Green Man you can also get like 20% or 25% off or something. So,
Something like that.
yeah, so that's it for releases. Kind of a tiny week.
Yeah.
And
We still managed to scrape like an hour and a half podcast out of it.
yeah, not bad. So we got comments coming up. If you guys have any questions in the chat, let us know. Have them written, and we will check them out in just a second. But we're going to start off with the YouTube comments, which we don't have that many this week.
I hate that I missed last week. Last week had some good questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have Oliver Silver, and he says, at 2 hours, 25 minutes, and 37 seconds is one of the best and funniest moments of this
happened
podcast. I can't quite remember, but I remember looking back at it. I think it had something to do with... It was something that I said that you then replied to, and then I just kind of said something super disgusting to it, and then we started laughing for a while, or...
Now I really want to click on that like timestamp and find out what it is.
I don't remember. I could try it. We can try it. Should we try to loop it into this podcast?
Yeah, let's loop it in.
We're going to loop it into the podcast? Are we afraid of hearing some Windows 8 sounds?
it's your crab walk thing.
Oh, my crab walk thing. Yeah, that's
What's
right.
the crab walk thing?
Whenever I'm going to be a... Do you guys want me to actually try to loop it?
Try looping it.
Okay, let's see if we can do this.
Guys, I'm using a combine harvester to gather wheat.
Really?
How does that make you feel, Dan?
Wow. Okay, so maybe this demo is a little fleshed out because there's like stuff to buy and like
Jeez.
That's intense.
All right, so here we go. This is the part, I think. I don't know if
doesn't
you
look
guys...
like there's any co-op.
I don't know if you guys can be able to hear it, though, but there's no sound. The video didn't load. Anyways, it's me talking about crab
Riveting.
walking and becoming an entertainer or something, and how I'm going to go into people's houses and fix their computer and crab walk out or something.
I
But there's that. Oliver Silver then also says, and the ending is pretty hilarious as well, which I think was us whispering some sweet, sweet nothings into the microphone. Then we have Alchemy Reborn, who asks, what games are unique to you? For me, it would be the Catherine and Heavy Rain. Had to be Catherine and Heavy Rain. There are a few more games, but my mind's going blank right now. I love the gameplay for both of them, especially the significance and the climbing had for Catherine. Heavy Rain was just amazing. I love the atmosphere, and the controls for the game made it kind of challenging if you weren't used to the controller, which was cool. I have other questions for you regarding Catherine, but I'll save them for the next week. So what games are unique to you? Like which ones do something different for you guys, do you think?
Well, I can answer this kind of easily. The first time that I ever played a roguelike game was The Binding of Isaac.
Yeah.
And that was such a surprise for me because Dan just kind of gifted it to me out of nowhere. And I didn't really know what to expect until I think myself and we mentioned Jeff before, but I think myself and Jeff started it at the same time.
Yeah.
Just to kind of figure out what was going on, because Dan told us that we had to play this at the same time when we were both online. So I had never heard of it prior to him gifting it to us, and I really didn't know what to expect going into it. So I'd say, I think my most memorable, at least recently, my most memorable experience and most unique experience was probably that.
Okay.
Followed probably closely by FTL.
Okay.
Nice. What about you, Riccio? What do you feel is unique to you? What is that game that you consider to be your Riccio game, so to speak?
That's tough. I know I want to kind of go the cheesy route and just say like not Paranormal. Deadly Premonition was something that was really dumb, but I think that was more, it was unique, but not in a way that was, it was just like fun to go through and the characters were interesting. But like something I think that I really find unique is Mirror's Edge. And I don't know, I really like the way that game just flowed, and the fact that the reason I like playing a lot of competitive games, either like Counter-Strike or StarCraft and all that, is it's the games that really require you to be in control of everything. So if you fail, it's like you feel like it was your fault, like you are in complete control. And I feel like Mirror's Edge is one of those games that sort of if you put the effort into learning all the crazy kind of shortcuts or all the weird shit you can do and getting better at the game, like your skills develop and you can kind of speedrun that game and do some really crazy shit while going through it and keeping the flow going, which was really awesome. But yeah, I'd say that'd be one that's unique for me, I would say. Dan, what about you? Farming Simulator?
Yeah, right now it's Farming Simulator. This is kind of really dumb, but I feel like it's basically, oh, here's a car. Yep.
Dan is currently farming a minivan. Helpless family being chewed up. Very unique. But
oh man,
that's terrible.
Devin, what would you say for unique game?
I think I've said this in the past, but I'm going to say it again. It's probably the Stalker games. I don't know, something about that was my first like real kind of like addiction to it, where I kept coming back to the game and replaying it and replaying it and replaying it and getting different experiences out of it every single time. Was kind of that was like the real first, I guess, the genre that I had never heard of before. I've never touched the post-apocalyptic thing, and that just kind of opened my eyes to this whole subgenre of books and media and games, and I don't know, it just kind of brought out this neat passion for it.
Plus, something that I find unique with the Stalker games, I don't think there's any other game out there that quite gets you in the feeling of being like in that world while you're playing.
Yeah.
Just like the way the atmosphere feels in that game is
I like
nothing quite really matches it.
I like games that are just that do such a great job of drawing you into the atmosphere, like you said, like that. Just like The Last of Us does it as well for me as well, where I'll forget that I'm sitting on my couch, and then like I'll kind of like step back and like blink my eyes, and it's like, oh, I'm not actually in that world. I don't know. I like games like that have a great atmosphere and great environment. So,
yeah. Dan, what about you?
I don't like what are we answering here? Are we
So
just
a game that you feel like is really unique, that like there's no other game quite like it, but something maybe
something that you
or...
really enjoy.
I have a few of those.
Okay,
all right.
Try and pick
one.
I
I don't know. Like, are we trying to pick one that's like formed how we thought about games? Like, really?
Well, the Stalker one for me formed my decision on like what I liked about FPSs, like and just open sandbox games, and it kind of broadened my horizons. Like, do you have a game that kind of did that for you?
Well, I feel like I've got two.
All right.
Okay.
On one hand, there's Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time.
All right.
Which I felt like the way you controlled your character in that game was so felt organic and felt right, and it was a very well put together game, and it's one of the best games of all time as far as I'm concerned. The other one is Advance Wars.
Yeah.
Just because of how I feel like that is the perfect turn-based strategy game. There is no equal, and I just love just playing that game, and I can sink hours and hours and hours into it, and I can't get enough of that game.
Nice.
I'm not sure I totally understand the question, but
I think you answered it pretty well.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. So one quick question before we get to the chat questions. One last comment that we have on YouTube is, oh wait, Kumar, no, you answered. You said FTL and Binding of Isaac. Mr. Sarcastic Gaming on the YouTube comment says, where the hell did the FTL videos go?
we answered that earlier.
We answered that earlier. Pretty much right now with like scheduling stuff and trying to find time to be able to get together and do that and try and keep it funny has been tough. I know we left it off in some really kind of crappy cliffhanger because the game was kind of acting up and the recording software was acting up. But we do plan to get back to it at some point when we all have more time and we feel like we can get back into it and make some actual more funny content.
We don't want to release garbage episodes that are not funny.
Yeah, we want you to keep. We want the quality level of FTL that we put out to be maintained the same.
Yeah.
We don't want you to kind of hate the shit out of it by the end of it.
Nothing's really beat accidentally remaking the same episode with the same rock puns. That was just too fantastic. I can't.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. So on the comments, we have MCP with some last minute comments. We just posted them on the YouTube channel. We have Riccio needs to play Outlast when it comes out, which I think we've already said I'm probably going to do because it's going to be free on PlayStation Plus on the PlayStation 4 at some point in time whenever it launches or whenever the hell it comes out, which is awesome. And he also asked, have you seen a good indie game like StarMade? I know he linked that to me before the podcast.
Yeah,
there was a kind of like spacey, Minecrafty vibe with trying to maintain your ship with. Like,
my roommate played it today. So what it is it's you have these large space stations, and they're like trading posts, and you can buy and sell things.
Okay.
As well as you spawn at one of those where you build your ship. Then you legitimately fly around this huge map that has nothing but like planets, and then when you get close enough to the planet, it's actually just a flat plane, like kind of like Minecraft is. So there's no round planet. Okay. There's no gravity well or anything like that. It's just flat. Okay. But you can actually, there's gravity wells around it that will pull your ship in, and you can crash by accident. And you just kind of like mine, as well as there's NPC pirates that will come around and will attack you and try and steal your stuff. And there's huge like multiplayer maps where you can
so is it just kind of like almost like a space resource
thing? That's kind of how it is.
Just neat. Quickly, that farming simulator seems actually like a really dumb thing that I might play just like
if it's cheap. I might
exactly that the price really dictates whether I get it or not, but it seems like a really dumb thing that like I'll play this with like the sound off while I'm doing while I'm watching something, maybe like that's
all right.
Yeah, it looks kind of dumb. But if it's got some sort of weird online co-op mode,
great.
It has co-op. I'm in. Yeah. All right. So moving on to the channel questions. We don't have too many. Actually, we have one from. Oh man, I'm gonna mess. I don't know if I want to pronounce the full name. Is it? I'm guessing it's Master Sergeant Gunny. I've seen you around Twitch, by the way. You're awesome. He asked, have you ever heard about H Our Worlds Elite? It's being made by the same guy who made SOCOM and SOCOM 2. Oh. Now I've heard about that a while ago. I didn't realize that their Kickstarter is actually almost out. They currently have $133,000 out of their $200 goal.
200,000 goal.
Brain. 200,000. Man, I just realized that the game that they're trying to make, the H Our Worlds Elite, is actually supposed to come out for the PS4 as well.
Oh wow.
Which I guess makes sense since you can self-publish on the PS4, and I guess because it's from the dude who made SOCOM. But man, okay, that's kind of sad that it's actually going to end in 2 days, and they might not get enough. 10 days.
You can't read numbers now.
I'm reading. I started reading the like down here, the who's posting it and everything. Man, I just can't even, bruh. Anyways,
so I guess if you liked the original SOCOM games, maybe go donate to this.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the backing stuff right now to see if there's any of them that gives you like PC version.
PS4
yeah,
copy.
but the PS4 copy, or if it's a download or something. But
digital copy of the game.
I'm just gonna do Control F here and just write PS4. So for $50 more, you get the PC or the PS4 digital copy of the game, plus all DLC for 1 year and all previous awards. Oh. So that's kind of neat. Man, I really hope that gets funded because from what the only SOCOM games I've actually played have been the PSP ones, like Charlie Team or something.
Oh fuck! I own those games.
Yeah, because I've never actually owned a PS2, and I've heard that the SOCOM games are really good, especially the online ones. So Gunny says, okay, they've earned 40K in the past 4 days. Fireteam Bravo, that's what it was. Thank you.
Fireteam, bro.
So
I
if they've
own
earned
those, I want to see if they're Vita compatible.
I
They
think
might
they
be.
actually are. I think and those have co-op on it and everything too.
That's what I want to check right
yeah.
now.
But no, okay. Well, if they've earned 40K in the past 4 days, I'm really hoping that they get their next like 60-ish K that they need to fund that, because that could be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, I know there's a video here, but I don't know if it's gonna play sound. No, okay, I'm gonna mute it. I don't know if they have any gameplay or anything that they've sort of like mocked up or made to kind of explain it. But yeah, that reminds me, is on Kickstarter there was also another one that I saw that was kind of going like old school Rainbow Six stuff.
Oh,
like
really?
The Rainbow Six, like what the hell is it? Not Rogue Squadron.
What are you trying to say?
Rainbow Six, the old ones
The
where you
original
actually,
Rainbow Six,
yeah,
where
you
you plan your map
yeah,
out
and then you have to, like, okay,
pick
move
your
to the next
squad
one.
member.
Talking
Yeah.
about Lockdown or something like that?
No,
Is
not
that what it's
Lockdown. That
called?
one's
No,
old.
no,
What's
Rainbow
that
Six.
fuck? Rogue Spear. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Or Raven Shield or all that stuff.
I played a lot of those on
Which
PlayStation 2.
which was awesome because I don't know, they were really hard, but I heard
They
somebody
were fucking hard.
but that whole planning thing, I heard that somebody was trying to remake a game like that. I don't know if it's actually this one or something, but man,
They were less shootery and more tactical. That's how
Yeah.
I would put it. Because what you could do is you could actually like push your NPC units to like breach from another door and like kind of like
Yeah.
when your character dies, you switch to another
yeah, that's
one.
what it was. That's what it was.
It's like this is like
Those games are cool.
that was really fucking cool.
so
And I
good.
can distinctly remember the first level of one of the Rainbow Six ones where it's like
The
you're in,
museum?
no.
Oh,
This was
okay.
like you're in a jungle area and
Oh,
like
yeah.
you can like shoot at the lights and like work your way around. And there were like I think there were like 14 different
Yeah.
hostiles that you had to take, and one guy would walk from the second floor to the first floor, so you had to like wait for him to get to the second floor before you had like a sniper pick him off.
Yeah.
And like it was so fucking intense. It was great. I love that game.
This is super random and it kind of has to do with this, is that recently I was just browsing YouTube and I found people who were doing an 8-player co-op of Rainbow Six Rogue
What?
Spear,
Yeah,
and that game was fucking insane. But yeah, it looked really fun.
it's pretty cool.
But no,
I
okay.
kind of want to play Rainbow Six Vegas 2 again.
Yo,
Yeah, I actually
you
still
do,
didn't
you want to?
Gunny mentions that
Do you have it on Steam?
SOCOM Confrontation was on PS3, and I totally forgot about that. That I bought that for the headset mic and everything.
Oh
I
yeah,
actually had a shit ton of fun with that game. Except for when I got it, it was far enough along that I think there was like a multiple gig patch that fixed a lot of stuff. So I know it was kind of I went through beta, and then as it released, it still had a lot of issues with it as it went along. But I remember having a lot of fun with it because it was I don't want to say it's like Last of Us, but that slow, methodical sort of like move up, watch out type of thing, tactically stuff.
where
It was
the
like that.
shots will kill you quick.
Yeah,
It's
that
like-
as well. And I don't know, I like third-person games like that too.
Yep.
So.
I really like the Rainbow Six series. I'm excited for Patriots.
You've got me psyched for this. Maybe I might see what's this like a decent chunk to get to it to maybe get like the PC version of this or something. But I'm gonna keep an eye on this now.
Okay, I don't actually own these SOCOM games. I guess I just play demos of them. or something.
How expensive are they?
The first one, Fireteam Bravo, is $7.99,
Oh, okay.
and the second one, Navy SEALs Tactical Strike, which I think is like kind of almost like an XCOM
Okay.
version.
I don't know if I've heard that one actually.
Yeah, weird.
Actually, I feel like thinking about the trailers for this game, I feel like it's actually kind of like Valkyria Chronicles, where you like
Ooh, that'd be cool.
take control of a guy
Yeah.
and then move him up and then do shooting
Swap.
and stuff,
swap other people.
and then Fireteam Bravo 2 and 3 are $15 each.
Cool.
Okay.
But if we were to get them to play, I would probably be number 3.
So random other question from the channel. We
'Cause
have
that game actually looks good.
Grego227 saying, Riccio, do you memory Blackhawk? Yes, I remember you from way long time ago, of course. Who else we have? Kids saying some stuff. Grey Ghost, why does Riccio remind me of a hedgehog? Riccio actually in Italian does mean land urchin, which is a hedgehog.
Land urchin?
Apparently, that's the rough translation for Riccio. I've
Wow.
heard of that shit before, but yeah.
Wow.
If you,
My
if you
last
search-
name is like man with big skis.
I did not see the skis part coming.
Yeah.
Like man
neither.
with big. Go on.
The reason why is because like in the Finnish culture, the bigger your skis are, the more money you have.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So it's like
Damn.
it means I'm loaded.
I have no idea what Goddard means.
Google that shit.
Should I Google it now?
Google that shit.
What does GoDaddy mean?
It's an English name, so I don't.
He built the first
Ooh.
successful liquid-fueled rocket.
Well, I knew that, but I don't
Good
know what
job.
the name means.
All right. It means, is an English boy name. The meaning is brave God.
There you go.
Jesus.
High five,
Mine
Brave
is
God.
officially the coolest.
Mine just means I'm fucking loaded. Money, money, money. What does Kumar's last name mean?
What's your last name again?
Really? On the thing.
It's on the fucking
It's
Skype.
fucking, like, right in front
Oh
of
my
you.
god.
Kumar, can you just call Riccio bad for a second here? Just say he's bad.
Bad.
I'm sorry.
Is Kumar? Kumar.
Did you die?
Oh, actually, Kumar means J is for jolly, the fun side. E is for excite, your spirit is catching. R is for realist, the way you are. A is for absolute, for you know your mind. T is for thoughtful, the caring you. H is for hero, you appear to many. Okay, now let's find a real one.
Is that shit?
I have no idea.
Kumar, are you
I'm
there?
hoping you guys can you guys hear me right now, by the way?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, we hear
okay.
you.
Yes.
Okay, wow, yeah, that was craziness. It kind of died for a little bit, and I couldn't get it to work well.
We looked up what does it mean. Riccio and Devin knew the meanings of their last names, and so we
Okay.
looked up mine. So Riccio's means, what was it you say? Land urchin?
Yeah, like a hedgehog. hedgehog.
Devin means man with big skis.
Yeah, it's like a rough. That's
Okay.
like a big rough translation. It pretty much means I'm loaded.
Okay, sweet.
And mine means brave god.
Okay, well, Jerath, mine, I know
See, he
mine
knows.
as well.
See, there you go.
Yeah,
I'm
so
the
mine
only
came-
ignorant one.
The spelling is very different. So my last name is spelled Jerath, and it's
Yeah.
changed over time based on, because this was, keep in mind, India to this day and way back when employs a caste system throughout a lot of its societies.
Yep.
Okay.
So we were part of the Khatri class, which is it's Punjabi warriors. So we fought and saved all the villagers and shit, and kind of took
Shit.
all the food we wanted, and we were a bunch of assholes.
So
quite
you were the
honestly.
pimps of
The warrior
India.
class was very much spoiled, quite honestly. I mean, they did a lot in the sense that they risked their lives and all this other good shit, but it wasn't entirely the foundation of building a good society. But anyways, the last name, the way that it was supposed to be spelled way back was, I believe, Jairath, and it was like a chariot. It was like God's chariot, and it was.
Wow.
It was actually like direct literal translation was, I think, like heavenly chariot or some chariot of glory or something.
So your pimp boss is.
So
what
you're
saying.
the chariot. Dan is the brave god. I'm a hedgehog at your side, and you've got skis along for the ride here.
I'm the money. I
We make a good
bankroll.
team, guys. We make a really good team.
I
I'm the
bankroll
weapon.
the
I'm the weapon.
chariot.
You throw me at people, and I maybe spike them a little bit.
I never knew that about my last name, and that's really cool.
Pretty cool.
That's brave God. Ride that chariot.
It's like based god or whatever.
First names have meanings too. We should probably look up all that stuff right now.
Should we? Is
Yeah,
this
alright,
what we're
real
dedicating
quick.
this podcast to?
Yeah,
This is how we're closing things up.
yeah.
I think
I don't find a better way. Are there any questions that we should answer before we keep going with
No,
this?
if you guys have more questions in the chat, let's do it. Oh, here we go. So Matthew, spelled the French way, as a boy's name is a variant of Matthew, Hebrew, and the meaning of Matthew is gift of God. So I'm the gift. I'm your weapon that you can throw at people.
You're
as
a
hedgehog.
gift of a.
You are a hedgehog, gift of God.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Let's just put them in here. Let's put them in. Devin. Okay. Is it as a boy's name also used as a girl's name? Devin.
Is it actually?
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never-
I had never heard
It's
of that. Okay.
genderless.
me neither.
Irish and Gaelic origin, meaning of Devon is bard or poet, also possibly mean young deer.
Yeah.
Young deer with big skis.
Young deer
May-
with big skis.
May also come from the French divin, meaning divine perfect. Oh.
Yeah, I'm perfect.
Look at
skis.
you go, Zombie. Look at
All
you
right, let's
go.
get Dan.
Fucking yeah.
Daniel. Sorry.
yeah.
Daniel. Get Daniel in here. What do we got here? Daniel. Oh, Jesus.
Yo,
Sorry.
what the fuck?
As a
Daniel?
boy's name is pronounced as Hebrew origin, meaning
It's a common name.
God is my judge, is what it means.
Yo, you are the brave God judge.
Yeah, this gives you a story about some Babylon guy. God, Jesus, and then what is? Do you think it's gonna have that? No. Okay. Okay, sweet. It's got Kumar. It doesn't have Gorab.
Mine means, I can tell you what my first name means.
Yeah,
Pride.
so Kumar is worldly and
Perfect.
knows
Yeah,
these things.
he is a gentleman.
Okay.
So what's your first name mean?
First name means pride.
So
Pride?
you're the pride
Yeah, and
warrior.
it was about, so again, coming back to what I spoke about earlier, it was held in really, really high regard with the warriors to bring pride to their family.
Okay.
So I was literally named after one of like my crazy ancestors who was some big warrior dude.
Jeez.
All right, what does Kumar mean?
Apparently means male child.
Prince. Translates to prince.
Okay. According to this baby name place, it means a male
So
child.
you're pride. You're,
If you think about my name in its entirety, it's essentially saying that I was a prince of bringing good,
Right,
I guess, fortune to his family or something. I read it a while back.
Apparently, all of mine are just very godly.
Just pimp. That's what you are.
Yeah, you're a baller, Dan.
So Dekizia was asking us to check for Regina. Apparently means queen.
Yeah.
Very good. Queen.
Cool.
All right, so I think that's pretty much
Hold
it.
up a second. Vagina means something very different than
Regina.
Regina, buddy.
Regina.
Don't worry, I heard you the first time.
Though it could be the queen of your life.
Oh god, I don't know what that. What do you?
Vaginas are fantastic.
All right then, gaming podcast out. Let's go ahead and close this one up. The
Thank you.
podcast is what I'm fucking talking about here.
Not that
All
vagina.
right. To everyone who's been watching, if you guys want to have a question you guys would like us to answer, I can check the Twitter really quick, but I don't think we got anything. Feel free to send it to @UnityGaming. If you guys have a question, we will answer it on the next podcast. As well as if you are on YouTube currently watching the video version of this, leave a comment down below, and we will answer your question and read it. We'll just read off, even if it's not a
Also,
question.
come and join the live chat.
Yeah,
ask
come and
questions
join the
that
live
way.
chat.
Which also is a great way to hopefully do it. Also, someone's angered about the way I smelt. I said Regina. I guess it's
Why is it-
Regina.
Why?
Regina.
Like Regina, like Regina Spektor or something. But
Regina.
I've heard
Regina-
both ways though.
yeah, but
Is
Regina
the
is like a
city.
Canadian city.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess that's why I fucked it up. But anyways, if you guys listen to us on iTunes, don't forget to review and such, as well as check out the video version because you get to see us. We get to do some weird stuff. You get to see the chat, see what's happening, and yeah. Other than that, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Y'all have been pretty fantastic. I've been Riccio.
I'm Dan.
I'm young deer with long skis.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah,
I
sorry.
am.
I'm Gift of God Hedgehog.
What was mine?
Your
God, brave God.
your god judge. Your brave god judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm prideful prince, I guess.
Prideful prince warrior.
Perfect.
Oh, right, yes.
These are all so goddamn fantastic. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Cheers.
See you later, guys. Take care.
Hey everybody, you should probably post the meaning of your names.
In the comments.
It'd be cool to analyze this shit next time around.
Yeah.
We are curious to how people's names combine. You don't have to obviously put your full name. We don't need to know that.
No.
But
Yeah, just the meaning is fine.
Just the meaning's fine.
Devin is a serpent. That's a weird serpent.